Penis.
Star Wars.
Hello everyone, my name is Putty and welcome back to the Dunes of Utapau. Chris is a little baby man. He cannot fight through the sickness that we're all feeling, and so will not be joining us this evening.
I'm not sick.
We are, though. You're sick in some ways.
We are.
We are joined, as always, by Marshall Peterson, Ben Ditch, and Charles Smith. Welcome to the show.
Did you just assume his last name?
No, I think that's his last name, right?
Yes, that is actually my last name.
Oh my god!
Charles Smith.
We turned it into a shoot.
We should change your last name. It's boring.
I know,
That's
right?
what he told us, yeah. Charles, why don't you recap what happened last time?
Last time we stopped two assassination attempts on the Senator of Corellia, as well as Ben winning a race on Corellia.
The race on Corellia, that is true.
And we also killed a lightsaber wielder.
Okay.
Wait, we did? Did we actually kill
Yeah,
it?
you did.
Well,
Oh yeah, I shot it right between the eyes. I shot it right between the eyes. That was pretty.
There
bad.
was some magic flame shit going on, so. But she looked pretty.
Yeah. She looked pretty dead.
So today you guys are finally getting off of Corellia. That's exciting.
Woo!
Finally.
And if I'm correct, Jackson, you would like to head to Antar. Is that correct?
I think that's what we as a group decided after the session last time. Yeah.
So before
Oh yeah.
you make...
Also, between sessions, I've got a metal arm.
Oh yes. Between sessions,
It just
Charles, Chris, Merkava, and Cedric both went on a shopping spree, and this was actually part of the shopping spree too. That Chris did in fact, or Merkava did in fact, contract a disease. Remember, because he rolled a despair on one of his things.
Oh
and
yeah.
Did get spit on by a hobo who had
Oh
the
my
plague.
god! How much?
What
what kind of disease?
Yep.
We're not entirely sure, but he's currently bedridden.
Oh shit. Okay, that's not good.
No.
I mean,
He
this
wouldn't
just
have,
builds on.
he wouldn't have been bedridden if he was here.
No, you didn't have to tell that. Okay.
Also,
for me,
his wound threshold is like 4.
For me, this builds on Kisari's sort of assumption that Merkava's like a weak person. It's just
Wow.
continues to-
Whoa. Why are you assuming things about Merkava like this?
Well, I just think Cedric wouldn't fall asleep like that, you know, just from a little bit of illness, you know. I saw Cedric once get cholera and he just walked right through it. So I mean,
wow.
he got yellow fever 1 month. He was fine.
No, I got yellow fever, cholera, and malaria all at once and still survived.
You could crush malaria in an afternoon nap. Like that's a baby disease.
Yeah, like whatever.
This is not making fun of the millions of people who suffer every year from malaria.
That is very true.
It's a very real disease. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, continue, GM.
Before you make the investigation check, Jackson, I would like to ask, are you going to Antar or Antar 4?
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Which one are we
come
going
on,
to, guys?
come on! You read the thing, didn't you, Jackson?
Did you read the Antar introduction?
Didn't you?
I did, but I forget. God damn it.
It's fine, it's fine. Just take
The
chill.
fuck out of you!
If you're going to the Jedi library, or the Jedi temple that was abandoned, then that would be the actual planet of Antar.
Go there.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the planet of Antar.
It's going to be an average astrogation check.
I mean, to be fair, the astrogation wouldn't matter because it's just getting you to the system, and then
Wait, no, didn't we get a robot? That do our
Would you like
astrogation for us?
would you like the astromech to do it for you?
I mean,
we
I
own
feel like
a
he would be a
robot
lot better.
slave, so.
yes, I would.
What's his name?
He is a custom-made model, however, that you do see written on the side of him, Galaxy Trash Can 1.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That is really mean.
You can erase it. It's very easy to erase.
Let's erase it.
What do you want to put there instead?
I write Buddy the Droid.
Any objections?
Objection! So,
Get out of here,
2
Phoenix Wright. This is space.
hold it! It takes you 2 days to arrive on the planet of Antar, or in the general vicinity of Antar and Antar 4. Everyone heals. Wait, before I ask this, Kasari, would you like to spend the 2 days in the back to tank, because you're the only one in the party who still has a critical injury. You get 2 shots at getting
Yes, I would like to swim around in the liquid.
I will say, if you do, then everybody's wounds will still be as they are. If you don't, then everyone recovers all their wounds.
What the fuck? What? Why?
Because then you can spend the 2 days rotating everyone inside the back to tank.
Oh.
How many wounds do you have, Charles?
Yeah, how much wounds do you guys have? I think we should, if you guys have like more than just a couple wounds, we should probably, you know, I'll you know, we'll share. What's your wounds, Charles?
I didn't take that many wounds last time.
What are your wounds?
0.
Okay, so no wounds.
I have 7.
You have 7? Oh, fuck.
7. I think we need to... Could we rotate 1 day and then stick you in for one of them for your crit?
How many wounds does Jackson have?
7.
Jackson, if he spent an entire day in the tank, would heal 4 off. And then Kasari could get 1 shot at hers and take 4 as well.
You okay with that, Marshall?
But if we do both days for all of us, we would both heal all our wounds?
I'd say if you rotated it across the trip, yeah. If everyone was rotating,
I would actually rather rotate, because I have 12 wounds right now. I am more concerned about that than
Holy
the 2
shit.
crits.
Okay, yeah, let's rotate.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so Kasari, you still have 1 crit.
I have 2 crits. Wait.
You have 1 crit. You would get 2 attempts at healing it off. That's what I meant.
Oh, which crit was healed? Because right now
it's an average crit. That's all I know. I'm afraid it's an average crit.
I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just delete one.
Yeah.
Chris healed one of them. I remember that.
Okay.
I think.
I'm still. My senses are still scattered. Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so you spend 2 days. Everyone heals all wounds. Everyone heals all strain. Kasari, you have 1 average crit left. You arrive in the general vicinity of Antar. Now, another question for you, Ben. Where do you want to land? You know that there is a general Republic hub, small compound on Antar that's really easy to land in. They probably do all the work for you. It probably wouldn't even require you to land in any real way. They just take you in and sort you out. Or you could try to land somewhere out on the plains, but that would require a piloting check. You could also try and land in the forest, but that's going to be a very hard piloting check.
So should we just go to the general hub?
It's probably got the most people there that we can talk to if they know where the Jedi Temple
I can tell you
was.
that's definitely not true. It's got staff there. The tribes out in the world would have the most people.
Okay. I think we go with the safe option. It depends how good your piloting is, Ben.
I think my space piloting is a whole lot better than my planetary. Yeah, let's go with the safe option.
Okay, so you come in, you land on a landing pad, no check needed, and you get out, and there are a small group of Godel greeting you. One of them does speak Galactic Basic, and he says, "Hello, welcome to Antar. You look like Jedi, is that correct?"
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, not me.
Oh, okay. Are you accompanying these Jedi?
Who are you?
Yes, of course. And you are?
My name is Johannesson. I run this hub. It's not a difficult job. I just make sure everyone gets in okay.
So what's been going on in
job.
Antar recently?
About the same thing that's happened since we started colonizing. The Splinter Group have been problematic, but they don't tend to bother us down here. The Northern Tribe seem to be at full war with them, but we're doing okay. The most pressing matter has been we've been preparing food shipments to go back to Corellia, now that the problems seem to be over.
Good. What's this splinter group?
The Splinter Group, the Montuos tribe. Once we arrived here on Antar proper, we started colonizing, but they decided that they didn't want to live under Republic rule. Went to live in the forests.
Could investigate that at some point.
So that would be interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
They seem to have grown very different since they went in the forests. Us Godel are a very civilized people, but we have had no communication or relationship with them since they went in there. They're almost feral.
Feral?
Seem very violent.
So you would recommend against us contacting them?
I'm sure you can handle yourselves, but they are dangerous peoples.
We heard that there is a old Jedi archive in this planet. Where would that be?
I'm afraid I'm from Antar 4, and anytime I come down here, I'm here. But I'm sure you could ask the local tribes. They've been here a lot longer.
Thank you.
No problem. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you need anything in terms of your ship, don't hesitate to ask.
What else do we see?
Well, if you want to, you obviously, like, when you arrive, you're on outside landing pad, so you can see the large stretching plains of Antar. Very nice, fertile grounds. You can see probably in the distance a few tents, what looks to be one of the tribes, and the edge of the forest. And of course, you have the actual station itself. You could go inside, and there's maybe some duty-free shops and stuff like that.
Well, I think our first point of call is to try and contact one of the tribes.
Preferably the one that's civilized.
Well, yeah. That's the northern tribe, so we need to go and find where
The southern tribes are civilized too. Just the plains ones you're looking for, rather than the ones in the forest.
Yeah.
Sorry, re-describe what we see again?
Okay, so you see the plains of Antar, very fertile ground, green grass spreading long and far. In the distance, you can see maybe the start of a few tents, so you could probably see what is probably a tribe, and you can see the edge of the forest. And of course, you are next to a station, a space station of sorts, and there would probably be a few duty-free shops and staff inside.
Okay, I say we walk up to those tents. What do you guys think?
Yep,
sure.
Let's head out that way.
Okay.
It's a very easy journey across the plains, and you take about 4 hours. It's probably around midday at this point, about 12.
Holy shit! We saw the tent from that far.
Maybe it's a little less than, but it's around 12.
You
right.
can see a
One of
long
really
way.
good eyesight.
Yeah, this is a very flat planet, to be fair.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even on the ocean, I think you can only see 5 miles to the horizon.
That's on Earth, though.
I guess, yeah, okay. That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
fair
the
enough.
curvature is different.
This planet is flat, yeah.
Well, I was going to say that it's bigger, but sure.
Flat Antar.
Antar, yeah.
Because if it was bigger, it'd have like a less gradient of curve. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, well, when we get there, do we see anyone who looks important or friendly?
Everyone kind of looks friendly. They're all walking around. Some of them look at you, but they don't actually talk to you. They just keep walking on. You can see when you arrive that beyond the tents there is a large field filled with vegetables and some fruit.
I will walk up to the closest person I see.
He looks at you, and the horns of the Godel start to move and emit some sort of energy.
Ah!
It doesn't feel negative.
Oh, okay.
Does it feel positive?
We should have bought.
You can't really read it.
We should have bought a protocol droid.
Yeah.
Do you guys sell any protocol droids?
What?
Do you say that to this
No.
Antar? to this
I
Godel?
say, I say, do you speak basic?
He seems to shake his head.
Do you know anyone
He doesn't
in this
speak
tribe
basic.
that does? I
Yeah, again, I guess he shakes his head.
Can we spend like 20 minutes walking around asking if anyone speaks basic?
Yeah. Why don't you roll a perception check, and you guys can assist in this one. It's gonna be a hard perception check.
Oh,
I have two
this is
skill.
a hell of a soundtrack right now.
I have
Right.
I have just 3 cunning.
I have 2 skill.
Perception is not cunning.
Perception is
Yeah,
cunning.
perception's based on cunning.
Is it?
Yeah.
That seems weird.
Well, what else would it be?
I think perception's one of the hardest skills to place. It's why
Agility.
in Fallout perception is its own basic
Yeah.
stat, because it's really hard to sort of fit that under
Place.
any of the categories.
I agree.
So, Kasari, what have you got
What do I got? I got 2.
in perception?
2G.
2 skill. Oh, I've got 2 skill, so I probably should be doing the check.
I was asked to do it by the Lord GM of the manor.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
anyone can do it, and that
Do
you guys
it.
can assist in this.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do it then. You do it.
So, if I use...
Wait, so what's your skills 2? What's your cunning?
my skill 2 and 2 cunning, so
Okay,
if I
so
use
you should assist.
Jackson's-
Yeah, Jackson's cunning.
Jackson's cunning, I get a G. And what was the
I'll
difficulty again,
I'll
GM?
sit here and scratch myself.
This is gonna be hard.
Hard. So...
Damn it.
You, with that advantage, I can say you get a good lay of the land and describe kind of what's going on in the village, but you don't.
Yeah,
follow
sure.
this specific. So there are a number of smaller tents with people in them. Some of them seem to be set up like shops. Some of them seem to be set up like homes. And you notice that in the center of the tents is one bigger kind of longhouse style tent.
We should probably go into that big longhouse tent, guys.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, that's probably the best place.
Well, we should knock or something.
No,
yes, you
sure.
poke your head in, I guess, Kasari, and you notice that it seemed there are some ceremonial fires around the tent, and one older, elderly, and large Godel seems to be sitting in the middle.
Is he awake?
Semi, like his eyes are clearly narrow. Think Guru from Dragon Ball Z. He's just like he's really fucking old. He probably doesn't notice you.
Quick question, Putty.
Yeah.
My datapad have a translate feature?
It does, but it'll be like Google Translate in that it'll take a while and probably won't be like it'll be about 60% accurate.
Google
Great.
Translate, really. God damn it, fucking us again.
You won't get the punctuation right, and there is something about the Godel language that might make that difficult.
I say hello?
Ooh. Oh, hello there. Come closer so I can see you.
Oh, you speak basic. Excellent. I walk closer.
Yes, I was from Antar 4 originally. I had to speak basic in order to communicate with the Republic.
I say, would you like me to sit down?
Yes, please. Are you alone?
No, I have two friends.
At
Would you
this
like
point,
them to
I
come in?
come in as well.
Were we not in already?
No, Kasari had poked her head in when she said hello.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Did you all
I
come
guess
in
we
and
come
sit
in.
around him?
Yep.
So what brings you to Antar? Not many people come these ways these days.
Rhymed. I say, well, we are looking. We're sort of exploring the area. Came here as a sort of. Oh, actually, I don't know. I came here because I was interested in a Jedi temple, but I don't know why my master came here.
Yes, we are.
Turns to you, Cedric.
We are actually looking for an old Jedi temple. Would you know anything about it?
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about. There was an old temple east of here, near the forest. Too close to the forest for my liking. There have been very few Jedi on this planet in recent years. I think they have forgotten it.
Well,
My
we are here.
ancestors would have known more.
The Who sisters?
My ancestors would have
Oh.
known more. I have stories passed on.
I thought he said
Jedi haven't
Night
been here in my
sisters.
lifetime. Yes, the Night Sisters would know more. There's a small group of on the outskirts of town. Kidding.
I turn to I turn to Cedric and I say, what if we built up the temple and restored it to its former glory?
I ponder for a few seconds, say, well, we wouldn't be able to do it immediately. I do have a mission on other planets, but I am definitely sure that...
What is your mission again, Master?
Well, let's just say...
Oh yeah, haven't you even told Kasari?
Yeah, we haven't even told Kasari.
She doesn't even know why we were fighting a giant death robot.
I mean, the giant death robot doesn't have anything to do with
It requires no. Look, fighting a giant death robot requires no explanation.
Right?
Yeah, I think it does.
Why they fought a giant death robot? Check out Marshall's new podcast up right now or immediately following this episode.
Wait, what?
That plug.
I'm good at that.
Wait, is there actually a podcast?
There is.
There is a podcast.
There is, and you're invited to be the guest on the net. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so cruel. Anyway, so what? I say.
So
do you think? Oh yeah. What are you saying?
Well, me and Makava are heading out.
Makava's bedridden. Oh, you're actually. Oh, you talk. I thought
I'm
you were
talking about him.
My apologies.
Me and Makava are heading out to Utapau due to some unfortunate reports of a militant group, but...
Kasari seems interested when you mention Utapau and says, what kind of militant groups? What's going on there? What happened?
Well, it looks like the next place they would strike, but... From the reports...
What are we messing around on this place then? We should be there right now!
Well, what I will say is that we have already potentially encountered some of that militant group. Considering there have been claims that they have been wielding lightsabers.
Oh.
So...
Well... Speaking of lightsabers, I forgot to tell you this, but I actually received a report from Jack, the head of the Jackers, and he said that the woman, the little girl we killed with the lightsaber, that she was a Sith, an operative of the Sith Empire.
How did Jack know this?
He basically investigated it. He found some reports.
Good old Jack.
Basically hacked into the Republic criminal records.
That doesn't sound good. Well...
Interesting lives you kids lead, the old man says. There's a closer tribe to the temple that might be able to tell you more. My brother, Sane Kapua. He runs the tribe just near the temple.
Is the tribe friendly?
Yes, all the Kapua tribes on this planet are friendly, although my brothers to the north are a little more aggressive friendly. But they've been forced into such measures.
Do they
forced
hug immediately on sight?
My former brothers, the Montos tribes, the ones from the forests, they seem to be more aggressively targeting my brothers to the north than us. They've needed to defend themselves, and it's led to some aggressiveness. But they're friendly. They will talk to you.
Okay.
Thank
More can be said for the forest ones.
And your brother, he lives in the other forest?
Sane?
Yeah.
He lives on the plains.
Oh, he lives on the plains. Okay.
Plains near the
And his
forest.
name's Sane?
Sane Kapua.
Okay, and he speaks basic too?
Yes, all the tribal leaders in this planet will speak basic because we originally come from Antar 4.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He nods his head.
If there's anything we can do to repay your service, tell us.
Thank you. I'll ponder on that.
Okay, we leave.
Okay, so let's head out to this other tribe then, Sano's tribe.
Okay. You want to just walk east until you find it?
Yeah, sure.
You spend 4 days. You die of starvation. And
Ah, man.
thanks for coming, everyone.
Wait,
Damn.
can I flip a destiny die to have a speeder hit me and then it'll save me from the starvation?
No.
Well, since you said it, I won't even question it.
Okay, so yeah, no, you don't spend too long. It's probably a couple of hours. You probably about 4 o'clock get to the, probably about 2 o'clock you notice that there are tents up ahead, and by 4 o'clock you're there.
Ah, cool.
Very similar kind of layout to the previous one. Smaller tents, some shops, some homes, a longhouse tent, and a large field full of similar fruits and similar vegetables.
Let's head for the big tent in the center, I guess.
Okay, so if you walk in this time, it's much more. It's not as ceremonial. There are some tables. A lot more Godels seem to be around working, writing, and a much younger, but clearly respected man stands in the center and notices you as you walk in. Oh, hello. Can I help you with anything?
Yes. We were sent by your brother in the nearby tribe.
Which brother? I'm afraid we're all related in the Capo family.
Shit. We didn't ask his name.
Fuck.
Damn.
He's the leader of the tribe?
Yeah,
Which tribe?
What?
Damn, we forgot.
What direction was it from here?
It was west from here.
The tribe directly to the west of here. It's about 4 hours west.
Ah, Jacob Capua.
Yeah, that guy. Anyway, he sent us to. Well, he sent us to you because we were looking into the nearby Jedi Temple ruins, or wait, was it a Jedi Temple or a Jedi Archive? What was it exactly?
You don't know. You don't really know. You just know it's an old Jedi.
Could just be like a safe house. It might not even be something big and important. Anyway, I say, the nearby Jedi ruins, we were told that you might know more about them.
Ah, yes. I don't know that much about them because I've never been, and the elder of the tribe would know more about them. But I can tell you more accurately where they are since we see them every day on the walks. There's a swamp slightly to the north of here, and past that swamp is the temple, is the ruins.
So where's your elder?
Our elders are in the other tribes. Jacob is my elder. My father was my elder. My sisters are all Jedi.
What if, do you know of any dangers in that area, in the swamp?
The swamp goes dangerously close to the forest. You may run into the Montos tribe. We've seen some other humans on this planet. They sell arms to our brothers and sisters in the north. They might have a problem with you. And the swamp itself might be filled with creatures and it's very difficult terrain. So, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty rough journey. We don't make it often.
Why would humans care that we're here?
We're not sure. They seem to be here to sell guns. I don't think they have too much of an ulterior motive.
Then why'd you even...
They have guns.
Okay. I guess that is dangerous. They have guns. They might shoot at us.
You've realized at this point that none of the Godels you've met so far have blasters, except for the ones on the space station. They had some blaster pistols.
That makes sense.
The rest of these Godels seem to be armed with what seem to be vibro spears.
Oh, I was expecting like clubs.
They're heavy duty people, Marshall.
And if they were truly heavy duty, all they would need is a wooden club to skull their enemies to death. I just made up a verb called skull you. It's when you remove someone's skull. I'm gonna skull you, motherfucker. Okay, anyway.
Jesus Christ. Is Kato with us?
No.
Why?
Because you didn't ask for him when you got off the ship.
And besides, we'd have to take obligation. He doesn't like leaving the ship, don't you know by now?
No, he just didn't like the city.
He's also allergic to planes.
Yep.
He's allergic to the plants that are on.
Yeah.
He hates cities, and he's an agoraphobic, so he can't stand wide open spaces. And don't get him started on the desert.
He's also claustrophobic, so he hates the ship, but it's the better of two evil.
The ship's good because it's medium big. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it can't be too big and it can't be too small. It has to be just right. Yeah, he's pretty much
And
always.
it can't be too warm or too cold. It's just got to be just right.
He's always nervous about something. He's actually a pretty finicky little guy or big guy. Anyway, we should. I can't believe you don't know all these fun facts about your companion, Jackson.
Well, I don't know. They're just being thrust upon me.
I say, okay, well, there's obviously it's a little bit dangerous, but the journey there itself shouldn't be too confusing.
To the swamp starts? No. And if you go due north, when you reach the swamp, it shouldn't be too long before you find the temple.
How big is the structure that you've seen?
I've never been there in person, but some of my underlings have. And above ground, it seems to be about half the size of this village, but it has some underground elements that we've been unable to reach.
How many feet by how many feet? Or give me an average idea. How big is this village, basically?
I'm really bad with.
Give me a rough idea. Compare it to. Is it like a city block? Is it a?
Yeah, I will say that. I will say a city block.
Okay, this temple's huge.
Okay. All right.
No, I mean
the temple is probably the size of a football pitch.
That's
temple
is big.
huge.
That's big, yeah.
It's about 100 yards.
That's good. Okay. I will say. Wow. Well. How do you know there's underground elements if you haven't been? Have your younglings actually have your underlings actually entered the temple?
Sometimes we've gone inside, yes, and there seems to be access points in terms of we've seen the ruins have decayed over the years, and there seem to be ways to get down, but there's small little cracks we can see. We can't see how you were actually supposed to get down.
It's likely some sort of staircase inside, or maybe an elevator. But
What is this elevator you speak of?
It's like a box with cables, and the cables pull it up or down. Actually, they probably don't use cables anymore. It's like a box with grav lifts, and I don't know how the fuck these elevators work.
You human folk do have the most wondrous things.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you very much. If there's anything we can do to repay your kindness, please say so.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that kind of quid pro quo.
I look forward to you guys becoming in the Senate and things.
What the fuck?
Thank you, good sir. We've worked very hard to establish those relations. Or actually, should be done by the end of the year.
Very good.
Full support.
See, these people don't mind you talking politics.
God damn it.
Okay. I think we'll head out, unless you have anything to say, Cedric.
Well, it's like 4 o'clock right now, so it's probably better to do it when it's light.
Or to do it when it's dark.
Yeah.
Or to do it when it's dark, because we're going to be in a swamp.
Yes,
Which potentially
and everyone
means...
knows swamps are better at night.
And it depends what the swamp's like. There potentially might not be that much light anyway, so...
What? What the swamps don't, suck up the
swamp?
sunlight? How the fuck?
Depends
Have you
how-
been in a swamp?
Did we catch this guy's name?
Yep, his name was Sane. Jacob told you.
Okay.
Sane Capello.
I mean, if it's a really thick swamp, there might be
Big
some
swamp.
trees,
There
but
might-
I doubt it's
yeah.
gonna be enough trees to,
True.
to block out the sun.
Done. You never know.
Is it Mirkwood?
Well-
Are we walking into?
Well, hold on. How do we even know they call it the sun?
Yeah, I was about to say whatever other giant gas star that could be nearby.
Damn, guys.
Of course, this planet does have 8 moons.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so there could be a solar eclipse as well. Well, it wouldn't be called a solar eclipse
We're not
anyway.
allowed to call them moons. They're actually satellites, because moon is a reference to our moon. It's like, fuck it, okay? we can call them moons, we can call them suns.
Wow.
Okay? Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, let's so
Yeah, let's head out.
no, we can. I was gonna say we can wait if you want to. It's your boss.
I would personally.
I
suggest
would
waiting,
rather
but I
wait.
also,
It will give Merkava another day to get over his sickness.
God damn it! I also
And
realized
it will give us a chance for a chance at a medical check against your crit, Kasari.
Oh yeah,
No,
I
it
can
takes a
sleep in-
week.
Oh,
fuck.
it takes a week for crits.
Well, screw that. Lick me good. Well, could someone make a medical check on it?
In a week, they can.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant the
No,
Bacta was in a week.
No,
Okay.
you can do it every day in the Bacta, but you don't have the Bacta tank on you. It's in the ship.
Yeah, it's in the ship.
Well, yeah, but we were
And-
probably
and
gonna
we'd
go
have to
back
tr-
there and sleep anyway. I mean,
I mean, it
We're
is
not
like
gonna walk
really
another
it's a
8
long
hours just to
journey
go
to
and
get back to
sleep.
the ship.
It's another
Like-
8 hours potentially.
ah, fuck.
At that point, you
Way
might as well
we've
just
come.
travel to the swamp.
Which pretty much like traveling to the swamp.
Well,
Um,
what do you want to do?
Mr.
What do you
Cap-
want to do?
Mr. Capuo, would you happen to have? Would you be able to provide us rooms for the night to sleep in, or an area to sleep?
He ponders for a second and says, "You may not have noticed, but our accommodation is, how shall I say this? Basic. You may sleep in some of the tents. I'm sure I could acquisition one family to take you in for the night, but it might not be what you're used to.
Does it rain a lot here?
No.
We'll
No.
just sleep out under the stars. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, sure.
As
We'll
long
do
as
that.
you don't mind, of course.
We don't want to
Oh,
we
no.
don't want to put a family through hosting us if they're already cramped. So we'll just sleep out under the stars. I think that'll be fine.
We can provide you with the supplies we have here to make a fire.
Thank you. That would be very nice.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and if you had blankets, that'd be great.
He nods
A
and
fire
says,
and blankets. Come on,
yes. Yes, we have blankets.
Awesome.
that is a very supreme fire hazard.
What? Okay, have you been camping? There's a lot of things camping that theoretically can light on fire. That's why you don't put them on the fire.
Once you're done with the blanket, you put it on the fire to put it out, don't you know?
Okay, so anyway, if it's a fire blanket, I guess, like firemen have those. Yeah, so we will take their supplies and find a nice, safe, quiet part of the village to sleep in.
Okay, you rest tonight. You rest off all your strain.
All that zero strain.
All that strain. What time do you want to get up?
I say since we're heading out, get an early start, 6 in the morning.
You
Yeah,
wake
I was
up
gonna
around
say
6.
4 in the morning.
Okay, well,
No,
that's
not
stupid.
4, 6.
That's stupid.
So there's,
Well, how do we even know that the days are 24 hours long here?
That's fair. And now you've
your
made
clocks
a
are on
bitch of a
24
work
hours.
for Putty.
No, your clocks are on 24 hours, so
It's
But
6 in
And
the
we
morning when the
sleep.
sun comes out.
We sleep for 8 hours. Like,
Well, like here's
Our
what we'll say.
bodies-
We'll say this to Putty: we will sleep until the dawn, and as soon as the crack of dawn, we will wake up.
that just so happens to be 6.
Okay.
So at 6 o'clock, you notice a bunch of farmers heading off to the fields. And, it's awake and everyone's lively. Everyone seems happy here.
Excellent.
Let's
I mean,
head
the music has implied this from the very beginning.
Is there a large stick around that I can light a blaze and use as a
What?
torch? I want a torch.
It's
Well,
light out.
I know.
It's not gonna last until all the way to the temple.
The only the only sticks you can really get at would be the ones keeping the tents up at the moment. However, if you wanted a stick, you could always go into the forest.
Let's just go to the temple, buddy.
yep. And we do have lightsabers, which are basically weaponized torches.
That is
That's
a
one way of
fact.
putting it.
I
you
don't
guys-
have a lightsaber.
You're gonna guys head north then?
You have a blaster, which is a
Yep.
temporary weaponized torch. You just need to fire it every time you need light.
That is not safe at all.
Okay, so as you head north, about halfway to roughly halfway, you think, towards the swamp, even though you have no clue how far away the swamp is. You notice like almost a caravan of humans. Well, mostly humans. There are 3 humans and 1 Twi'lek walking from the west to the east, and they notice you and put
It's
up their hands
Crazy
and say,
Wolfgang! No.
I got junk if you got cash. No, they walk and they're walking and they say, "What brings you out here?"
We're just here to investigate the lands. we're looking for
That was
some
vague.
ancient ruins. Going
Well.
exploring.
Oh, those ancient ruins. They're pretty tricky.
We're pretty
Do
capable.
you know anything? Have you
You
been in
implying
them?
that we're not good, sir?
Shh. Have you been in them?
No.
Yeah, we've been looking around trying to pick them for valuables. Pretty hard to get in there.
What stopped you from getting in?
Can't really figure out how to get into the lower floors.
What are the upper floors like?
Pick the valuables, I can tell you that.
Kasari is a little bit upset at this, but
No, they're pretty easy. It seems to be some sort of library of sorts, but all the information is long gone.
That you know of.
Sure, we could be missing something.
what
We've
are
been here a while though.
what are you doing here?
Mostly selling arms. We're gun salesmen from Corellia.
I see. We actually just came from Corellia.
Who do you sell the guns to?
Well, the Capo tribes in the north are more willing to use technology like blasters, so we sell to them. And though we don't love to admit it, we do occasionally sell to the Montez tribe. Although they're hard to deal with. They can't speak basic. They're a little jumpy, and we've lost a few shipments due to them. So it's a value proposition. Currently, it's still worth it, but I'm not sure.
They must be ripping these people off for those guns. It's losing
Definitely.
some. Like Jesus Christ.
How do you know they're ripping them off?
Because they lost some shipments and they're still considering it a worthwhile profit.
I mean, it sounds like any business to me. Like most businesses have enough of a profit margin that they can lose. It's called expect, or I forget what it's called. It's called like expected waste or predictable. I don't know. But every business basically considers when they're making their budgets that they are going to lose money to just waste and incompetence, and they factor that into their prices. Anyway, I will say, do you have any Jedi artifacts on you right now that you're selling?
He looks at the caravan and says, I don't think I'd be able to identify a Jedi artifact if I tried.
Stuff that you found in the temple, I mean.
Oh no, not on us. We currently just got weapons.
I see.
What kind of weapons?
Corellian arms, mainly. A few blast techs.
Are there... You wouldn't happen to have any armor, would you?
No, just weapons.
What did you find in the temple when you scavenged it?
We found a few artifacts, the stuff that you'd be interested in. I'm honestly not sure. I wasn't in the main team when we first got there. We've gone there a couple of times. I was part of the later teams. We didn't find much.
We could have a look at some of those artifacts for you.
Maybe you could.
Maybe we...
Wait a minute.
This is
Don't I
actually-
recognize you? He looks at Jackson.
Ah, shit.
Jackson Reaver, right?
I work for the Jackers, and you owe me money.
Hey, no, the Jaggers like me now.
I don't know about that.
That's my name, yeah?
Bit of a celebrity around town, huh? Oh, a lot of people, a lot of money, huh? Not my place. Anyway, I gotta get going.
Do I owe you money?
Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
No.
I say, does he owe you money?
I would really prefer his straight answer right now. Because it's kind of important.
He's already walking off to the east and says, "Hey, maybe I'll see you around." And he winks at you.
I shake
Fuck
my
you, guy.
head at Jackson.
Well, I guess I owe him money.
I whisper to my compatriots, I say, I think they're going to contact a bounty hunter that's going after you, Jackson.
That seems
Probably, yeah.
drastic.
I think it's what that means, that wink means.
Could do.
Putty's laughing, I'm correct. It's happening.
I'm laughing because it's funny.
God damn it, did my debt obligation trigger today?
I mean, I rolled a 27. You can do the maths. Oh
No,
shit!
I can't.
The 30-minute fucking song ended.
Meaning 30 minutes passed. How novel.
Oh no!
So, as soon as they're, like, out of, like, eyesight, I put my helmet on so that hopefully people can't recognize me.
Okay.
Okay, let's head out. Let's carry on to the temple.
Kasari is very... Kasari does not like those people. I say this to the others. I say I'm not a big fan of those people. They're profiting from this war between the tribes. They took our sacred relics and are selling them for profit. And now I think they might be informing bounty hunters about Jackson.
Well, to be fair, if I owed them money, wouldn't they just come out and tell me that I owed them money?
I don't know. Does he owe you money? Or maybe I do. Did you see that guy? He's clearly shady as shit. Okay, I don't like.
God damn it.
You either owe him money or he knows people who you owe money. How do you just not know who you owe money to? Does Jackson know?
Jackson has, because of the way he's been like living over the years, Jackson has residual debts with multiple people. The finance sector is incredibly unregulated. His debts have been sold and resold and sold and resold. He thinks he probably owes the Hutts a lot of money, but aside from that, it's really hard to track.
Of course, I owe the Hutts a lot of money.
But for all you know, the Hutts might have sold your debts to someone.
Probably another Hutt.
I say I think we should continue, but we should keep our eyes out for other humans.
Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah, we finally done it, guys. The first time in the series, I think, an all-human party.
Oh,
yay!
Finally,
Fuck you, Merkava.
we got rid of the disgusting aliens.
Racism wins today, lads.
It's the original trilogy, but not at all.
The original trilogy has a Wookiee.
Ignore pretty much 90% of what I say, guys.
Okay. Well,
We do anyway.
yeah.
90% seems very low for that number.
Burn. Okay, so anyway.
Reach the swamp. It is right on the edge of the forest. It almost blends in with the forest. And it is clearly filled with muck. And you can immediately notice a lot of footsteps going through the muck, through the swamp.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
Can I try and identify what those footsteps are?
You can try. It'd be like, I'd say an average perception check. You
Oh,
have no clue. Those are the best proficiency die of all time.
Fact, would roll again. These footprints.
And you also took one strain trying to figure it out.
These footprints are in the swamp. You said.
Yeah, in the muck, heading north.
That means they're
they're
super fresh, because it's a fucking.
They are
swamp.
worn, but yeah, they would, yeah.
They're definitely just ahead of. I mean, I don't know how much ahead of us, but they're definitely at least within the last few hours, because it's a swamp. It's partially liquid. It would erase their footsteps after some time. I think we should
follow it.
I think we should follow it. Obviously, yeah. I think we should follow it. Well, we should go to the temple. But do they head in the direction of the temple?
Yeah, they head north.
Okay, we'll head to the temple.
Well, yeah, we'll follow these footprints.
Okay, so as you get further and further into the swamp, it starts to become more difficult to travel, and you at some point you are going to have to make an athletics or coordination check to not kind of get stuck.
I'll do an athletics check.
It'll just be one, just to see how you can get through the fight. And this is everyone.
Okay.
Wait, an athletics or a coordination check?
Yeah, you get to pick.
So what difficulty is it, Paddy?
Oh yeah, it would be average. It's not too bad. You are just walking, but it's clearly, it could become a problem. But not for you, Cedric.
Not for any of us.
You also get 2 XP, remember, Cedric? Yeah, you do really well. You all get through the swamp, and in fact, with all that advantage, I'm going to couple it together and say that you make record time through the swamp. If anyone was planning on ambushing you in the swamp, you went way too fast for them to find you.
Like bounty
That's
hunters.
actually awesome. That's actually awesome.
As you reach the end of the swamp, you can see the ruins. You can see ruins in the distance, and the footsteps stopped somewhere in the swamp. But as you get closer to the ruins, you start to see new footsteps on the marble of these stairs leading up to the ruins. Clearly, mud has been left there. They are really worn, but obviously somewhat fresh. If they're still
worn?
Some of them are only half there, like half the foot is already worn away, and
Well, that makes that makes sense because as they lost more mud off their shoes, the footprints would get worse and worse.
the mud is also dried.
I've played my Sims agents, good sir. I will get out my magnifying glass.
Roll the average perception check.
No, I will. I think we should. Yeah, so what do we see?
You see large steps leading up to an elevated hill. Basically, steps up a hill, and at the top of the hill is a large complex made out of stone.
I say, should we consider having one person stay outside to keep an eye on people who might ambush us?
Where do the footsteps go?
Up the stairs.
Because here's the thing:
leaving one person on the outside.
If people are coming to the temple after us, then we will basically just be letting them ambush us. If we can see them from far away, the person can just warn us on our comms.
Yes, but even up there, I don't think we're going to have the greatest of views. But Puddy, from what's around us, like how far can we see out, even from here?
From here, because obviously you're on one side of a hill, so anything on the other side of the hill is pretty much blocked from you. But you can see like a panoramic view of most of the edge of the forest, but obviously some of it's going to be out of your view. You can see the edge of all of the swamp pretty much, and then there's a little bit of a desert on the other side of the swamp that you can kind of see a little bit of.
Anyway, if no one wants to wait outside, we shouldn't, because I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think it would be it's a point to do, but we just mash through them anyway. Like, we've got 2 Jedi. There's not been any.
I don't think it's a lot of fun if you're always thinking about, oh, we were Jedi, so we don't have to prepare or think about anything.
I am using my emotional weakness. I am arrogant.
One of these days that will bite us in the ass. Okay, yeah, sure, but
exactly.
Yeah, we can go in.
That's why it's an emotional weakness.
Okay, so you climb an exhausting number of stairs. There are a lot of stairs, and once you reach the top, you can see a worn-away complex, a Jedi structure. It's very obviously Jedi architecture to you guys, but it hasn't been used in a very long time. There are the doors. They seem to at one point be doors at the top of these stairs. They're no longer there, and you're able to walk just in. The footsteps continue into the structure, but just outside the entrance, there is a helmet on the floor.
What kind of helmet?
It looks sort of Mandalorian, although it is not a Neo Crusader helmet or anything, Cedric, you would have seen during the war, and is made of a dull bronze.
Do you have something for it, like the Corellian visor?
No, it's a pretty shit helmet.
Oh, so you don't you don't have any special like loot thing for it?
No, it's part of armor.
Does it look like Temple Guard armor?
You would know that. You wouldn't even have to make a check. You've never seen this before, Kasari. Unless you're well read, in which case I'd let you make a check.
I'm not.
Could I look around to see if I am for the rest of this armor?
Where you were looking?
Within like maybe a 10-foot radius of the helmet.
So outside, like across the like plateau before you enter.
Oh, not it out there, but like in the building or wherever.
So you're going
Where was it dropped, buddy?
just outside the entrance by the side of where you would enter.
Oh yeah, then
It seems
that's
there, actually. It's not like it seems to have been placed perhaps in preparation to be picked up again at some point.
Yeah, I would look around the outside then, potentially.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, go ahead. Make so it's a pretty flat plateau. Like there's not many places to hide, so it's going to be a simple perception check.
Which is no difficulty, right?
There is nothing else on the plateau. There's a little beetle you can see. It hasn't noticed you yet.
It's a
really
beautiful beetle. We'll pick it up and make it our friend.
Oh no!
We already have a crab.
We do.
Should have killed it.
Fuck you.
What was the name of the crab?
I will name it when it is born, like any child.
I think
It's not even born yet, so I could totally make an omelet out of it.
I don't think you really realize how eggs work. If they're actually fertilized, you wouldn't want to eat one, man.
Well, how do we know this one's fertilized?
Cause it's what the fuck?
Maybe he forgot to fertilize it.
I'm gonna go inside the temple.
Yeah, let's head inside.
Sure.
In that case, the music was perfectly timed. Right, you head into the temple, and you can see it's a pretty open area. There's not many rooms. There seem to be, it's mainly open. There are shelves in a lot of places with scrolls. If you take a closer look at them, it's a language you can't quite comprehend at the moment. There are three rooms that you can see. There's three entrances to additional rooms that you can see out in the open. The floor is carpeted with like a dark red, but it is worn out. Clearly, it hasn't been tended to in perhaps decades, perhaps longer. The mud footsteps continue towards one of the doors, the one in the center, and seem to have walked inside that door.
Okay. Should we follow? Or should we have more of a look around, guys?
I think we probably should follow, just to make sure.
Are you guys? Are all three of you going to go into that room?
What are the other rooms?
You can't see in them unless you go in.
Okay.
They're doored.
So it's literally just the one room.
How many is
It's
there?
a big open set of shelves, and there are three doors heading off to separate rooms.
Okay, but so there are three doors.
Yeah.
And the footsteps lead to which door?
The middle one. There's a left one, a right one, and a
You
middle
know
one.
what? I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to split up into three groups.
Yeah, if Jackson goes down the middle one.
I mean, with your arrow.
And
How many footsteps are there, Puddy? Can you tell how many pairs, or?
They're kind of clearly there's more than one. There's a group, but because they're muddled up together, it would take a daunting perception check to figure out exactly how many people. But you could do it.
I can try.
Between your arrogance and my recklessness, we'll split right up.
Never split the party.
yeah!
Three. You can tell there were exactly three people.
How about we all just like stick together and go together, guys?
That would be boring,
You also took two straight,
Jackson,
figuring that out.
from
But
Boringville.
I would probably die.
You're not gonna die. Just scream and run like a girl back to us.
Is
I
there
am
like
attacked. I will
Honey.
die.
is there like keyholes
No.
on these doors? Oh.
They're like sliding doors.
Ah.
They're not mechanical though. You can clearly tell from here that they're like Japanese style sliding doors, where they're just sliding.
Oh.
Japanese, huh?
They're actually pretty weak though. They're not made of stone. They're made of like I said, like the Japanese style
Like
doors. So you could if with your strength, you could easily punch a hole in one of them. I wouldn't even make a check if you want to do it.
Not right now, I don't think.
It would be desecrating an ancient temple though.
Yes, it would be.
You take one conflict.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah. No, when you do it.
I think we should definitely look in the side ones first.
I think we should look at all three at once.
I think we should leave the middle one.
Kasari genuinely does think that we should break up. But
okay,
but you can just what do you want to do?
Cedric says. Well, yeah, he says. Well, it's probably best if we cover a lot of ground. So if Kasari, you want to take the right one, Jackson take the left one, and I'll go down the middle.
Sounds like a fun adventure.
I still don't like splitting up, but okay.
If you get really scared in there, Jackson, just run into the middle one.
Okay, I'll step and then run into the middle one. I'm kidding. I'll go down the last one.
Okay, so you're all going at the same time?
Oh,
yep.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Cedric. You're in the middle one, right, Cedric?
Yep, middle one.
Okay, so when you go in, it seems to be a small circular room. Very, very small. You could probably only fit 3 or 4 people into it. And it is covered with bookshelves, almost. But above the bookshelves is a domed roof, which seems to have a mural of a war between lightsaber wielders. And in the middle of the war, there's battles described on the mural. There is one person just reading the scroll. The bookshelves seem to be filled with books about war. You can't really discern any differences between them without a perception check.
Did you say there's a person in there?
No.
Oh.
There's a mural with people.
Can I make that perception check to see if I can discern them?
It's hard, but yeah.
Damn.
Not really.
Can I just randomly grab one and
Sure. So there are 3 shelves: one on the left, one on the right, one on the middle. Which one do you want to start riffling through?
The one on the left.
Okay, so you take a look through. There are books, not books, but there's, yeah, I think there are books. There are books about the Sith War, the old Sith War, and stuff like that, and clearly some documentation that was exclusive, probably a lot of personal stuff about how the Jedi were fighting it and stuff like that, but nothing unique in the left shelf.
Okay, then I'm gonna head over to the right shelf.
On the right shelf, it seems to be about Jedi military tactics and fighting styles and stuff like that. Nothing unique on the right shelf.
Then I'm going to try the middle shelf.
The middle shelf has what appear to be similar books to the other 2 shelves. However, in the middle, you can notice that there is one book that seems to be the journal of a Jedi consular.
Can I tell which consular it is?
Are you going to take the book off the shelf?
Yep.
You hear a click, and the floor opens up, and you fall. Make an average athletics check.
Ah!
You're falling short range.
Thank God we didn't go through the middle one, right, Rick Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cedric, you take 8 wounds, and you take 5 strain.
Holy shit!
That's a lot for a success with 5 advantage.
Yeah, because he fell short. He fell short range. But after he falls short range, you seem to be on a tilted angle, and you fall another short range.
Oh my god! Will this kill you?
It shouldn't do. I've finally decided to use a frickin' force with these because of my enhance. I'm not going to use the enhance points.
You can use the triumph to not take any damage or strain from this portion of the fall.
I won't take any damage.
And then there's another fall, and there's spikes, and there's...
Okay, so from the first section of the fall, you obviously, it hits you hard. You take those 8 wounds, that 5 strain. But that, the curvature of that part of the temple obviously lets you get your bearings straight. You realize that you are a fucking beast, and that the force enhances your physical abilities. And in the second section of the fall, you fucking Adam Jensen Icarus landing and land on your feet completely and escape from the second section.
And then you slide down again.
You're fine, but you're in a very dark room, and you get the eerie sense that you may not be alone. So Jackson! You walk into a very small circular room with a number of bookshelves. There's also a small lockbox.
Okay.
Kasari, you walk into a small circular room that seems to have a bunch of chairs, stone chairs.
I look at the chairs. Are there any inscriptions on them?
No, very, very basic chairs.
I got fucking chairs, and even I said more than you did, Ben. Is there anything else in the room?
I expected Putty to have more of a description.
No, not really. It's literally a bunch of chairs and a circular table.
Are there any other doors?
No.
Fuck
There's a
this.
window.
This place is boring. I look out the window.
You can see a much better view of the forest outside. And you can see it's getting a little later in the day. The sun is at peak. It's a beautiful look at the Antar forest, which if you didn't know there were feral creatures inside, would probably be a very nice sight.
Aw. Well, I will look for secret doors.
Make a simple perception check.
I don't think there are secret doors. I win.
Expertly search the room and think you've got a good... you think you know basically that everything in the room is totally under your guidance now, but there are no secret doors.
Damn this room, I head back.
Okay. You're in the main room, you're probably on your own at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to... I'm gonna roll a die and see if I pick door number 1 or door number 2.
Pick door number left.
Is 1 the left door? And
Yeah,
2
1 will be
central?
left and 2 will be center. Okay, I'm going through the center door. I open the door up, and I see no one, I'm guessing.
Oh, you open the center door, you see the floor having opened up. And darkness below.
I scratch my head and I think, didn't Cedric go in here? First things first, what else do I see in the room?
You see 3 bookshelves. All 3 of them seem to have been rifled through quite recently. And then up above you see a domed roof where there is a mural of lightsaber wielders fighting each other. But in the middle of the battles depicted is just a man reading a book.
I have a skill in lore. Would I know anything about this mural?
Yeah, why don't you make an average lore check?
Oh, I fucked that up. I'll roll again.
What the hell?
You didn't put the space between the proficiency and the... So yeah, you can tell that this mural probably depicts in some way the Great Sith War and some Jedi's attempts to bring it to an end without the violence.
I look down the giant pit.
It's darkness.
Do I see the journal that triggered it?
Cedric, you're probably still holding it.
Hold it all the way down. I yelled down the hole and I say, Master, are you there?
Cedric, make an easy perception check. You hear clearly Kasari shouting.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got a bad feeling about something in here.
Should I come down?
Oh, I love that the echo off of Cedric's mic made it sounded like it was echoing through the pit. That was awesome.
That was really good. Should I come down?
Maybe find a better way. It sort of crinked my back a little bit. And maybe my leg. And maybe my non-metal arm.
Oh, okay, I'll go check on Jackson. The room I went in is a real snooze fest. And then I walk away from the pit and head back out.
I roll my eyes in the pit.
Okay, are you going to check on Jackson?
Yep.
Jackson seems to be staring at the bookshelves of the lockbox. I'm sure as to what he is witnessing.
I say, hey, buddy.
Oh, hey. What's up?
I start
Breaking out of his trance.
noticing that he hasn't touched anything. I'm gonna start looking through the bookshelves. What do I find?
The bookshelves, they have a lot of just documentation of the wars through history, but it clearly stops. You're not quite sure where the documentation stops, but it was quite a while ago. It has no information about the Mandalorian Wars, as an example. That's a good tip-off.
I look at the lockbox. What is it literally locked or?
Yeah, it's literally locked. It clearly has a central locking mechanism. It's quite large. It's like a trunk of sorts. And even though time has worn it away a little bit, the lock is clearly still there. Clearly, people have tried to open this lockbox in the past, but it's not open.
Could I cut the lock open with a lightsaber?
Absolutely, you could make a.
That's what I was gonna say.
Make a melee combat roll.
Melee or lightsaber?
Lightsaber, but the difficulty is melee.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
At first, I was really confused.
They consider in the book they write it as like brawl, melee, and
Yeah,
lightsaber all
I-
have the melee combat check.
I gotcha. Which, by the way, I think is one of the most confusing things in the book. Because when it refers to something as melee, you don't necessarily know if it means melee weapons or melee weapons. Like weapons that are... Anyway.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you chop the thing open.
Okay.
It flips open, and inside you can see a necklace. But it's unlike the previous necklace you found, where it was made mostly a chain with one stone at the bottom of it. This one seems to be made almost of stones, multiple stones all around the necklace. You also see a long bit of rope and a few like rations that have clearly gone off. Like this was clearly someone's just personal storage.
Does the necklace look pretty to me?
It looks pretty, yeah.
I'll put it on.
It doesn't have any effects you can see immediately.
Is that it?
Are there any other doors in this room?
Not that you can see.
Are there any secret doors?
Make a simple perception check.
Oh.
You search the room thoroughly. You look back in the box to see if there's any secret doors in the lockbox. And you find that there's not just one bit of rope. There's 2 bits of rope, but no secret.
Oh my god!
How long's the rope?
I'll take the rope.
Probably about a short range.
Kato?
What does that have to do with Kato?
He made a looking noise.
Oh, okay. How long did the pit look?
It was darkness. You couldn't really tell.
I said we might be able to use that rope to get down into the pit where... Oh, by the way, Cedric fell down a pit. We might be able to use that rope to get down
Wait,
what? We might be able to use...
Okay,
Yep.
No, go ahead.
I'm just finishing my thought. We can use that rope, tie it up, and try to lower ourselves down the pit and see if we can help out Cedric, because I don't see any other way down there.
Okay, Cedric, make an average vigilance check with 3 setback.
Can I turn my lightsaber on to see if I can use it as a light?
Yep, it definitely lights up the room a little bit, so make a vigilance check with 1 setback, and it's still average. you feel pretty safe and comfortable right now. Although you do take 1 strain. Back to the guys up top.
Oh no.
Alright, so we should probably use this rope to get Cedric out of the pit, yeah?
Well, I was gonna say to get down the pit. I want to see what's down there. How about you?
Cedric,
How
you are
about you?
face to face right now with metal doors.
How about you lower me down into the pit, Jackson?
I mean, how heavy is the lockbox, buddy?
4 encumbrance.
I mean, like,
That is
actual
not heavy enough
weight.
to hold on to a person.
Actual weight.
Did you see anything in the...
20 pounds.
Did you see anything in Cedric's room that would be able to tie this off onto?
My point is that if we're just tying it off to something, we'll just be basically jumping down the hole, and eventually it will hit a top point, and it will feel like we're, you know, like, I don't, have you get what I mean when I mean lowering someone down. To properly repel, you need something to repel you down, and usually that means a person. Unless there's, and I'm guessing, and from what I saw, the walls of the pit were sheer. So there's no handholds. I would need someone to lower me down, or I could lower you down.
You could just abseil down.
What does abseil mean?
Like hold on to the rope and like bounce
Once
your way
again,
down.
I'm pretty sure abseiling requires 1, a lot more rope than we have, and 2,
You have two bits of rope which are short range, right?
I thought he meant the whole length of it was short.
No, I didn't mean each one was short. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I just want to tie it off at the top.
Abseil or no abseil, that still requires 1 person to go down, and the anyway, we can.
No. You could get 2 people down abseiling. You just have to attach it to something at the top.
That's exactly what I want to do.
You think we should both go down at once down this fucking rope?
Not
at once, but I need
like
something
one
to
at a
tie it
time.
off to so I can go down after I lower you.
Okay.
Like, shit. How is this hard to understand?
Because clearly, Kasari's never gone climbing.
I understand the concept of tying rope off to something. And no, I haven't gone climbing.
Neither have I.
It's quite clear.
Alright, let's lower you down, and we need to find something that I could... How heavy were those chairs? Wait. Sorry, tell me about
Really
those chairs.
fucking heavy.
I say really fucking heavy.
20
Could we-
encumbrance.
So we'd probably be able to tie that off, right? And it would stay?
Yeah,
It's
but you'd
halfway
have
across
to
the
move.
compound.
You'd have to move the chairs. And
I believe in us.
the one guy who's literally a superhuman is at the bottom of the pit.
Well, I am.
You could force sleep.
Actually, that's a very good point. I can force leap up to the top.
But
You're
we
saying
want
that?
to go down the pit.
It's well, you know, it's a short range. It's a short range and then another short range jump.
Short range.
So, you know.
So, yeah, that's like easy for me.
But you
But-
have to get back down. But yeah.
Yeah, but then we move the chairs and we abseil down.
I mean, it's not as if Kasari's weak. She has 4 brawn and 2 athletics.
I have
Then
7 brawn, but
I'm
never
not
mind.
saying that you're not really, really strong. No one has implied that. Don't feel that way at all. No one's calling you weak, buddy.
Good. They
I mean, with fucking 7 brawn, I don't think anybody can.
Sorry, let's go see if we can move some of those a chair or 2.
Okay.
probably
Jeez,
just
no.
a chair.
Have you read the part of the book on lifting?
I'm going for it. I'm trying to.
It's from what I remember, it's pretty simple. One person lifts, and then you use your encumbrance. So like, however many points over my encumbrance I have to make that hard of an athletics check, and I can use Jackson's brawn rating to increase my encumbrance. If he's helping me. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
well, Jackson, what's your brawn?
2.
Okay, so I can raise it to a 10.
That's your total. That's how much you can carry total, 10?
Yeah, and that means I'll have to make a 10 difficulty die athletics check.
No, it would be... I make it 5 challenge instead of 10.
Oh my god!
Let's do it, bitch.
Let's not do it.
Do you want to use Destiny?
Yeah, I'm going to,
Are you actually going to do this?
hell yeah, bruh. I'm gonna take 1 strain and use my, use my focus.
It's really great when we don't have the guy with force move.
That probably would help, but we're beyond that now. So,
Alright, can I use like all the Destiny die to summon Ita? He has voice moves!
okay, this ain't,
Cedric, you do sense a dark presence deeper into this.
this ain't no pussy operation. Let's
I'm gonna get on the comms and say, guys, I have a really bad feeling about this.
stop your
Well,
whining.
how
We're
about
almost
you
there.
jump up here and help us? How about you jump up here and help us with the What's the chair?
Where you're cutting out, I can't hear you. I begin to listen.
Cedric, jump up here and help us with this chair.
I can't wait for this to get to despair and then to crush you.
I'm flipping a destiny die. This will be the second time I've lifted something very heavy and it might go very wrong.
Oh!
Did it go very wrong? Oh my god.
Very close.
So I'll say you can't pick it up, but if you spend an hour, you can push it to where it needs to be.
I tell Cedric on the comms, I'll be there in an hour.
God.
Or you know what? This funky new concept of someone standing at the top and lowering someone down. That would work. That wouldn't require
I would
any
like
fucking
to get
shows.
down too.
Okay, I'll lower you down. Someone should go. Would you prefer that?
I would prefer both of us to go down.
Okay, well you can't. Okay, we'll wait an hour and let Cedric be torn to pieces.
You could also
No,
just
I
jump
can read my
it.
book.
We could
I
jump.
could
We
read
could
my
jump
book.
it, but I didn't like the sound of those 8 wounds.
On a really good check as well. Like,
Yeah.
like
Although
two
you do know from Cedric's check that Triumph does reduce the damage and stirring to 0.
I'm just not a big fan of that life. So
Cedric, if he has move too, could also use move once you get in range of him to lower you down.
No.
He could also just catch us. He's pretty strong.
Oh, you meant Merkava has move.
Merkava has move.
Yeah.
Cedric could probably catch us.
Cedric could catch you on the second fall, that's for sure.
If you want to
Sorry.
try that,
Sorry, do you think you would be able to catch me on the first fall?
she would have to it's a sloped plane, so she would have to hold herself on that sloped plane, which is going to be quite difficult.
why are we catching people?
Because we think about
I'll just lower you down, Jackson.
unless what we try and do is Kasari throws Jackson, I jump up mid-air, grab Jackson, and as I fall, throw him to the side.
I will lower
Cedric, why don't you just jump up now?
I'm tying up Jackson to the rope, and I'm gonna begin lowering him down unless he literally fights against it. Because this is goddamn ridiculous. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you can do that without much.
Oh
much
yeah,
issue,
can we?
Jackson, you reach the sloped plane and the rope goes slack. It's at its end.
Oh. Cedric, I'm coming down! Be prepared to catch me!
I run up to the point where I think he's gonna come out at.
You go back from the doors you were at.
Yeah.
It's at that point you realize that on the floor there are 3 dead bodies.
Oh no.
Jackson, wait right there. Wait till Kasari gets down here.
What is
I don't think she's coming!
I'm holding him right now. What?
Uh,
Have you been paying attention?
I've been reading this book.
Oh my god. Just Just untie yourself, Jackson, and slide down. Let Jesus take the wheel.
Cedric, catch me!
Can I try and one-arm catch him with my mechanical arm?
One arm catch him?
It is
Yeah.
mechanical.
So I can hold my lightsaber out with the other one.
Oh, this could go really badly. I despair.
I will let you do it, but it'll upgrade the difficulty of the already quite difficult check by 1.
Should we try it?
I believe in you.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, so first of all, Jackson, you're letting yourself fall the second way?
Yeah.
Make an average athletics check first of all.
I can't do coordination.
He said athletics.
Okay, and now Cedric, you make a 1 challenge 2 difficulty athletics check. Do you want to use Destiny? Also, Marshall, did you flip that point? You didn't.
I didn't. I'll flip it.
I'm not gonna use Destiny.
Neither am I.
Oh,
Thank God.
Okay.
Royal!
You can use that triumph to reduce Jackson's damage to 0.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, you manage to catch him and lower him safely to the ground. Jackson, you take no damage. Cedric, recover 3 strain. Good job.
Hallelujah.
I know, right?
No, I
Kasari!
thought like
While this is happening, I'm gonna pull up the rope and begin moving the chair.
Okay.
God damn it!
You guys want to wait an hour for her to do it?
yeah, I'm gonna be reading the book while keeping my lightsaber out to read it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
we're
Are
I'll-
you not gonna investigate the dead bodies that are on the
No,
floor
tell
in
Jack
the room you're in?
that. I'm really interested in this
Oh
book.
God, this is just like with the ghost girl. It's like Putty's like blood is coming
Okay,
out
okay,
of the
okay.
walls, and you're like, hey, I wonder what's.
Okay, do I notice the dead bodies? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I will investigate them.
Okay, they are all wearing armor of some sort. You can't really tell, Jackson, what kind of armor it is, but it is a dull bronze. One of them seems to be missing their helmet.
Okay. Does it appear to be in good shape?
The armor?
Yes.
It got damaged pretty hard in the fall.
Damn.
It's wearable. One of the suits is the least banged up suit is on the right, and it's wearable.
Okay, what
About your size.
defense would it give me?
I give you 1 defense, no soak. 4 encumbrance.
Alright, I'll
0
put it on.
HP. With the helmet, because without the helmet it doesn't give you the defense.
Ooh.
No, I'd rather keep my regular helmet on, so I'll just not use it at all.
Jackson's hunt for soak.
It's never ending.
It's not exactly the soak, it's that the aim thing is like super powerful on his helmet. So
No, I
want it.
mean that your hunt for armor that has soak has been like.
Well, it's not that. I just need defense, really. I mean, soak will be
way
awesome.
better
but-
than defense.
Well, it depends who we're fighting. Like,
Yeah, but if soak isn't important in a fight, parry is.
yeah.
Alright, so anything else about these dead bodies, or is that just it?
What are you looking? What are you investigating for something in
I
particular?
mean, can I, the one who doesn't have a helmet, can I tell who they
It's
are?
a human. Do you want to investigate further? It'd be I'd say an average perception check. No, it'd be an average knowledge outer rim. You don't have any clue.
Alright.
You also took 2 strain because you're looking at dead bodies and it's really fucking annoying. At this point, Kasari, you've moved the chair.
Oh my
to a
god, they
decent
were
place.
down there for 1 hour just doing that.
Yeah.
I would have killed
Like,
myself.
this book's a really interesting read, man.
It's like pitch black down there.
I've got my lightsaber.
How are you not done reading that?
Make
It's a long book.
Charles, start with a hard knowledge lore check to see if you can even understand the language.
I swear to God.
No.
So you try to read the book,
For an hour.
But you can't.
and then give up in trying to learn the language.
I am going to abseil down.
Okay, so the rope gives out. You're on a slanted platform, and you're fine.
Yay!
But you are on the slanted platform.
Oh no! I yell down and I say, "I'm coming."
I dropped the book and
he
I
doesn't even know how much
I'm
time
gonna try and catch Kasari with both hands this
With
time.
both hands. Okay, so first of all, Kasari, average athletics check.
Can I just say, all my force die have been dark side today.
They have, yeah. And now, Cedric, make a
It's a sign.
hard athletics check. But no challenge dice this time.
Could I pick up the journal and try and read it?
Sure. It would be a hard lore check. So, Cedric, what are you doing with the...
I'm gonna take the 2 light side points and turn it into advantage.
Advantage. Okay, so Kasari, you take 5 strain, 0 damage. You don't understand the language either.
Hey, Kansari, see if you can understand this language.
I look at it and I say,
Hard lore check.
She does have a skill in lore. God damn it.
"Sorry, bud."
So you're all now in a room with 3 dead bodies.
Do I see the
And
dead bodies?
You do see the dead bodies.
I yell, "Holy shit! What are those doing there?"
Well,
How did you
it
guys
seems
not
this guy-
talk about this? I've been moving a chair for an hour. You could have yelled up, "Hey, there's bodies."
Hey, well,
I was
Cedric
trying to
told me
decide
to go, he couldn't understand for an hour.
I look at Cedric and I just think, wow, okay, so he's not an adequate. He's not adequate for to take Xiao's place either. There's no good.
I will teach you the way of the
that-
false.
And on that savage note, we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've either got Merkava, who's weak, or Cedric, who's been looking at words he can't understand for an hour.
Hey, don't worry, Kansari. I will teach you in the ways of the Force. I don't know the Force.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about this.
Although, ever since I got this visor, I have become not weak in combat, and I love it.
Yeah, well, it's because we haven't been fighting, I don't know, giant basilisk droids.
I mean, even then, it would still remove all setback.
Yeah, but it's soak that was your issue.
Yeah.
Like,
Which means
we
what goes through soak? Pierce?
Pierce or breach, I think.
How do I get Pierce on my gun?
I don't know if you can. You get Pierce on a gun?
I'm
I
back.
thought it was melee.
No, you can get Pierce on again.
I do have 3 hit hard points, so
You need
I
to
need
have
to-
a look
I need
through.
to modify this at some point.
Or just get a better gun, bro.
I could always do that, yeah.
Like a slug
But it needs to be like a ranged
It's like throw
light
it
thing,
over it.
considering it either needs to be a ranged
Yeah,
light
that's-
thing, or I need to upgrade my ranged heavy. Should probably upgrade my ranged heavy.
Are you proficient?
That's what it means.
No, I have 3 proficiency in ranged light though.
No, like, is it a career skill? Sorry. Jackson. Is it a career skill?
It's not.
I might try and find a better ranged light, or then find a career with ranged heavy before upgrading it.
Yeah, you do get the career skills of anything you go into.
Like, what am I picking up from Warden? I believe it's like there's not. I think I get discipline, some other stuff. I know discipline's one of them.
Well, you guys have been on the planet thing, which is fine because nothing's been happening. Okay. Let's get rid of Merkava and Kato. Put them away.
Oh yay, combat!
No, I'm just putting you guys over here because it's better than the planet thing.
Yep.
Although, you know, since Marcel's not here, I can always throw something at you. So.
God damn it, Marshall.
Yeah, that's clearly the best time to do stuff.
Ah! I take aim and oh god, fuck no! I run away.
Brawl, coercion, discipline,
There
and
you go.
outer.
Who is that other guy?
That's Jack.
Spoilers.
Well, spoilers, you've met Jack. You've just never seen his picture before.
Yeah, we've never had to like battle him before.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack. Jack likes me now. I paid off
Jack.
my debt.
Jack doesn't like you. How do you know you've paid off your debt?
I got these blood stripes.
You got a blood stripe, and that was mainly for winning the race.
But they put it on my trousers.
Yeah, because you won the race.
And they said I'm a friend of theirs.
Yeah, you
And
might
they
be a
marked
friend.
the Jack.
Jackers are friends with people they have debts with. That's how they get their debts back.
God damn it. Oh, but by the way, I have the I know the Jacker satellite station now, guys. Holy shit! All these bounty hunters, get them away.
But they want to be friends.
I don't like them.
What about Dog?
I shoot Dog in the face.
Dog survives.
Oh shit!
And then Dog disappears.
Ah! Magic! What is this force bullshit?
Five hours later.
Well, to
Look,
be
we only went on
fair-
break 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. I mean, he's not
Yeah, it
going to
wasn't
be here
that long.
before 5 minutes, but still, it's not that long.
Yeah, it is Marshall. We gotta give him credit for being like 6 minutes.
He's probably going over to Chris's house right now.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's... Oh fuck, I forgot to make a token. I'm gonna do that quickly.
Dun dun.
Although it might induce spoilers. Actually, no, I can move you guys off of the screen before I import the token.
Or you could like import the token in on a different thing.
Well, I try to do that sometimes. Like, I'll select GM layer before I import it, and then it'll still be on the token layer, so...
Yeah, because you're like dragging the token. If you go onto a different sheet and then drag it in, it won't appear on our sheet.
Yeah, but then why don't I just move you guys to a different sheet?
That's another fair point. Okay.
Full of fair points, you know?
One point to that would be to not tell your players that you're fucking around with tokens, but
Oh shit. I forgot push to talk doesn't work when I'm in Photoshop. Marshall does take ages on break, doesn't he?
Yeah, it really does.
Oh shit, I
Good
was
day,
in Photoshop.
gents.
Ah, there he is. Marshall, you take ages on break.
I like to quaff my hair. No, I'm just kidding.
He needed to jerk one.
Whoa.
Don't act like it's not true.
It is not true. It's, I take my time with it, buddy.
Yeah,
Essential.
he
God damn.
saves the whole day just
But,
to
I mean,
do that.
Putty knows. Putty and I have literally talked about jerking it on many occasions late at night.
I don't remember this, but I
I
doubt that it's true.
Like, from the conversations I've heard you guys had, yeah, I don't doubt it.
If you want to hear us talk about jerking it, go to Marshall's new podcast.
We didn't talk about that in the
It's a seamless plug, Marshall.
Is it?
It clearly got.
It is clearly going to be the subject of the next episode.
Speaking of Charles
you guys-
Manson, check out Marshall's new podcast.
So you guys are face to face with two sets of metal doors.
Wait, with 2 sets of what?
Metal doors.
Oh, I knock on them.
They're really, really dense and thick.
Does it hurt my hand?
Not really.
Ow.
Once again, no, sorry, you can feel it too. There is a powerful presence deeper inside this archive.
Dark or light?
Pretty dark.
I'd say we should relieve this historic place of its corruption.
It feels like it is trapped and wants to get out.
Maybe there was a reason why this place stopped being used by the Jedi.
I try to open the door.
How do you try to open the door? Just with your hands?
Are there handles?
Yeah.
I pull on the handles.
If you pull on the handles, you don't. You can. How are you pulling on them? Like you were just going to open a door casually, or are you pulling hard?
I'm probably pulling pretty hard because it looks like a massive door.
Okay, make a daunting athletics check. You hear a snap as you wrench open the door. Clearly wasn't meant to be opened this way, and you take one strain, but you get them open.
Oh, good. I thought the snap was my bone.
So you open up the door, and there is an antechamber beyond with a bunch of crates with scrolls in it that never. Clearly, when the Jedi stopped using this temple, they never got these scrolls out.
Can I open a scroll?
Sure. Make a
Can I
hard
understand
lore
the
check.
language?
Okay, you finally figure out, and you don't know all of this language, but you're able to translate this from an ancient form of Galactic High Basic. And you take 2 strain doing so, and you're able to see that this just details the comings and goings of certain Jedi into this temple, and what they were doing. And it was for a month at some point.
This seems to be a log of Jedi who entered this temple and what they did.
What else is there in this room?
There's a door at the end of it, but it's this room is mostly filled with crates.
Could I look at a second scroll to just make sure they're all going to be logs?
You can't understand any more of the scrolls, so another check. You can't translate another one. Although, with that advantage, you can notice that it's in the same Galactic High Basic, and it's an ancient form.
Okay, but I have no idea what this one says.
Not really. You can see a few similar words that were on the previous scroll. It looks like another log, but you can't know for sure.
Alright, I lied, guys. It looks like another log, so I'm just going to assume that these are just logs that people found unimportant eventually. Which is why they didn't take them.
I think we should head through that door then. If these aren't that of great importance, then, well,
Yep.
I feel like something of more great importance is in here.
You move into this next room. The doors aren't as tightly attached as the previous ones. They open normally, in a similar way the other ones did, but without the large amount of effort required. Next chamber is an office, almost filled with desks and piles of rotting books, most of which are probably too rotted to figure out anything from. There's also a central stone armchair that has the back of it is like a pillar leading up to the ceiling. There are two life-size stone statues of long-forgotten armored swordsmen, and everything in the chamber is rotting. And the process is likely to speed up now that you've unsealed kind of what looks to be an impromptu tomb.
Indeed.
You at the end of the corridor is another door. Do you walk towards it?
You said it's a tomb?
It seems to be. It seems like when the Jedi left this place, they never intended it to be reopened.
That's not good.
Yeah, that really ain't good.
Maybe we shouldn't open it then. I mean, these are Jedi who we should probably trust them.
Well, you know that the first door was particularly hardly locked, and you've already opened that one.
Might as well go the rest then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you keep walking towards the door.
I'm gonna have a look at the statues.
Okay. They look like warriors. They have swords, shields, armor, and then, like I said, they're about the size of you. Do you look at anything in particular?
I'm looking for of any like discernible markings to say like if I can sort of age, see how old this thing is.
Okay, make a daunting perception check first of all, just to see how well you look at it, and then we can try a lore check after that. Okay, so first of all, you look at you can't really you shoddily take a look at the statue, and there's definitely you don't get a full breadth of it. It stresses you out. You take 2 strain, but you could the obvious signs that you could see even without a perception check, the armor, the sword, that could give you an indication. So I'll still let you roll an average lore check. Can't date it. Although, with that advantage, I can say that you do think it's old, probably pre-Sith War.
Yeah, this place is really quite old.
When you say Sith War, I'm assuming you mean like the hyperspace war?
The Great Sith War.
Okay. Well,
the first Sith War.
Yeah. Not the one like 50 years ago.
Yeah, the one right before the Mountain Wars.
Oh, you're talking about that one?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not that old.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying it's pre that.
Well, yeah, this could be much older, but okay. So the temple itself, though, is probably only like 50 years old, or it's.
Well, it was abandoned.
It was abandoned within like 50 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometime between the end of the last war and the beginning of that, so that was like 30 years ago. I will say that we should go inside.
Yep. Let's continue.
Okay, as you walk past the statues, you hear click, and the statues come to life.
The fuck these statues.
Oh shit!
Roll initiative. You're surprised. They clearly, they're trying to drive you back to where you came from.
Wait, fuck.
Fuck. No.
I fucked it up.
Of course you did. That's what I'd expect from you, man. That was mean, wasn't it?
No, it was fair.
Harsh but fair.
Harsh but fair.
Fair but harsh.
Fair but harsh. These guys are such good ambushers, by the way.
They're literally statues. I can't wait to see they're cool.
I fucked my level.
Damn it!
I fucked
It's
my
already
level.
better than me.
Someone hasn't rolled. It was...
Kisari.
No, Kasari's rolled.
No, because it's in his.
Oh yeah,
can't
you need
we
to
numbers?
spell out the... Marshall, you need to do yellow, green instead of 1 yellow, 2 green.
Yes, my lord. It.
Maybe it was you last time who didn't do the initiative roll rather than
Thy
Chris.
will shall be done.
You let us blame it on poor
Boom.
Chris.
So I think. So
Okay,
where are
bl-
these?
Blaming things
things?
on Chris.
I'm setting up the battlefield.
Let's just face it. Blaming things on Chris is a victimless crime. Oh, what are these?
They're stone golems.
Adorable.
I feel like I should go either first
They've probably
or second.
actually moved to here by now because they're trying to drive you right, essentially.
Okay, I think Jackson probably should go first.
Either first or second, it doesn't really matter. I get the same boost.
I'd go first to see how tanky these guys are. Go for it.
Oh, okay, then I will shoot the one closest to Cedric. I'm short from him.
So you can engage.
Alright, I will... I'm not gonna engage. I will aim.
Okay, you upgrade the check.
And I get a boost because of my quick strike ability.
Did you do good, sir?
What's the difficult or any challenge, anything?
Nope, it's 1 purple, my brother.
Okay, these guys thus don't have defense or adversary.
Well, no,
Well,
I
defense would have been eliminated
I
if they
remove
had.
any setbacks, so
Oh yeah, true. It's very true.
7 base damage, so that is 9. And I don't believe I can crit.
Okay then, so yeah, you shoot it. Clearly, these are very well armored stone guardians. And as it hits, you notice that the armor is made out of a material that Jackson, you recognize as exotic, but you don't know what it is. But you recognize that this is not normal stone, it is an ore of some sort. But the hit clearly affects it, but it keeps walking forward.
So it doesn't take any damage?
No, clearly affects it. It takes damage.
Okay. I will send a boost off to my next.
Also, you attack the top one, right?
Yeah, this
Yes. I will send a boost off to whoever goes next.
we've got one more boost left. You got one more advantage left, Ben.
Then I will also recover 1 strain.
You adorable little munchkin.
Who wants to go next then?
I can go next.
Also in it next, Jackson.
Yeah, sure. You go next.
Okay. Can I move to engage range?
Absolutely, they're at short range from you. It's 1 maneuver.
Good sir. I would like to shake your hand. You seem like an interesting gent to me, and I'd like to take you around for dinner tomorrow. Just kidding. I will attack with my lightsaber, and
Okay.
I'm also going to incorporate a flow power check,
Ooh.
which will allow me to heal 1 strain.
It's got no adversary and no defense. It's just 2 purple.
Just 2 purple, you say?
Just the old perps.
Just the old perpy purposes. Okay.
Succeed. Would you like to use the dark side to recover that strain and take 1 strain in the process?
I don't need to, because my empty soul trait adds 1 light and 1 dark force to all force power checks.
Very nice.
So I'll use the light from that to heal 1 strain, and I will, I do 8 damage, and I'll use my advantage to throw a boost to someone.
Okay, so as you chop into this creature, normal stone you would expect a lightsaber to go through pretty easily, but it seems to be giving you a little bit more trouble than you might be used to. It can clearly affect it, but it feels to you like this creature is less affected by your hit than it was by Jackson's.
Very good.
Than the other Jackson's. Okay, so the creature you're engaged with, Kasari, is going to punch you. Wait, no, it's not.
Revenge yourself upon
It's not gonna punch you. It's gonna hit you with its stone sword.
Oh, that's
Holy
slightly
shit.
worse than being punched in the face.
Yep, definitely worse than being punched in the face. Do you have any melee defense?
I have none.
If Minecraft has taught me anything, that a stone sword is more powerful than an unarmed fist.
Ooh.
Ow.
Ow.
How much damage
Yeah.
is that?
That is 14 damage.
Holy shit.
Ow!
Okay. I'm gonna use Mind Bleed to suffer.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I don't think I can.
Yeah, what do you mean? Because this is a creature that probably doesn't have a mind.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Actually, it was because I pass out, but...
Oh, shit.
Wait, 14
Well,
damage plus soak. Never mind, I don't pass out. That's 9 wounds.
It doesn't go through soak.
It doesn't?
No, not at all.
Okay, so
There's
that's
no pierce.
So that's 9 wounds. It doesn't have a mind, though.
No, it's not a mind. You don't know what it is yet, but it doesn't have a mind.
Okay, then...
That might give you a hint, though. Would you like to roll something to see if you can figure out what it is just based on that?
Sure.
But you roll lower, and it'll be average. You can figure out that some old Jedi temples used to use droids like this disguised as stone statues.
Ooh.
I yell out to my comrades that these are droids.
I'll end it next.
Oh, sorry, I did. Oh,
no,
shit!
It's okay.
Run!
It's okay.
Run!
Oh no!
Golem A, having being shot by Jackson, is going to engage with Jackson, and he is actually going to punch Jackson in the face.
Wow.
He is insulted by you. Do you have any melee defense?
I don't believe so, no.
Okie dokie.
That
Oh.
can't be good.
Oh, good luck, Jackson.
It's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine.
How much damage do I take?
You take 14 damage before soak.
Does
Doesn't
it-
go through any soak.
Now wait a minute, Potty.
Ow!
It did 14 to me, and this guy got an extra success. What you doing? You jipping me?
Remember how I said he was hitting Jackson with his fists?
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay, I'm a deaf man.
Ow!
Okay, so first of all, he's gonna use the triumph to crit.
As is only proper.
Yeah, of course. So you forgot your date. That was a bit hasty. What if he had modifiers? You're lucky he
It's a
doesn't.
fist.
Yeah, what if it was a vicious fist? So you take a stinger. And also he's going to use that
Make a
advantage.
splash.
He's going to use the advantage to activate the concussive quality of his stone
Oh
fist.
no!
Which means you are staggered. You cannot perform actions next
The
round.
sword is actually probably not as bad as the fist.
The sword has vicious warning. So, you know,
I don't
take your
know.
chances.
I mean, at least with vicious, I won't like be out of the battle.
Okay, Putty, is there any way so I can engage with both of these guys?
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
You have to pick. Who do you want to save?
So
the
I am
apprentice
gonna
or the Jackson?
I'm gonna engage with Jackson.
Apparently, me.
Okay.
I'm gonna use take 2 strain to stim pack Jackson.
Jackson, heal 5 wounds.
And I need
This music is really calming for this battle.
I wasn't gonna get Ruin's battle music. I already got Ruin's music. What do you want from me?
And then, Putty, I am going to try and hit this golem.
Okay, you got no defense and no adversary, so it's just 2 difficulty.
I believe in you.
Your mechanical arm in use for the first time in combat.
Yep.
Your thrusters activate as you.
I get a boost from Kasari. And
Using your original lightsaber, that's alright.
yeah, I'm using my original lightsaber though.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
That's pretty good. So I am going to do 13 damage.
Crit this bitch.
So first of all, actually, yeah, I'm not going to tell you what happens until you resolve your advantage.
Then I could crit it quite hard.
I would ask that you do.
I am going to crit it. Using all of that, my weapon still it does have 1 vicious, so
Crit rating of 1.
it's got a crit rating of 1.
You generate any automatic advantage.
Nope.
So it's plus 50 plus the vicious, so it's a plus 60.
Yeah.
Okay. You roll it plus 60. Oh, actually, it's before you roll it, it's got a durable trait, I think. Yeah, it's got durable 2, so it's a plus 40.
So you can't kill it.
Can't kill it.
Well, you can do that.
Ouch.
That's
Okay,
good.
so you slice into the creature, and since this is the first time you're hitting it, you also notice that the lightsaber doesn't do as much damage as you would usually expect to do with it. You slice once, and you can't get through, but you realize, you know what? I'm gonna brutalize this creature, and so you activate the thrusters in your arm, and you go for a straight stab through its center. You do a reasonable amount of damage, but it's still standing. But clearly, it's in some serious trouble.
I love how there's literally a bleeding out feature. And Buddy tried to create
No,
one.
I know that. I also noticed that this week. It might have been part of the reason. And next to me, Charles.
But note that this bleeding out feature, unlike yours, will stack with the pluses, I believe. Like,
It will.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's worse than Putty's.
I could literally take another turn again and whack it.
You could.
Yeah, go ahead. Just let me finish it.
I'm a small boy from a small
I
land
might
with
finish
a
it with
penis
another-
in my
Actually,
I
I
You
can't.
can tell
finish
it's
it
on
this
the
round.
verge of being finished anyway.
I can't
Finish
finish it this
him.
round.
Why can't
So
you finish
yeah,
it this
go ahead,
round?
kill it.
Yeah, so
Finish it.
Wait, why can't you finish it this round, Jax?
Because I am concussed.
Oh, that's true.
that was
I
a
am going
legitimate
to-
reason. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take my maneuver to aim.
Okay.
I could,
That's a boost.
I'm gonna try and whack it straight where I whacked it before. Try and do even more damage.
There's just a hole
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna whack up and down and all the sides.
Just stick it back in and
I'm
waggle it
tempted.
around.
I'm tempted to give you setback because you're trying to just stick it in a hole.
As you do.
I'm not going to.
Use the force, Luke.
His name is Cedric.
I was told.
Oh,
Well, you should have used the force. Destiny.
so
That's 6 advantage.
that 6 advantage, I am going to give a boost to Kasari.
Good day. You could oh wait, no, that needs triumph. Never mind.
Yeah. I am going to increase my melee defense by 1.
Okay,
And
that's
then I'm
5
going-
taken.
then I'm going to
You could throw that would be 5 right there. So you could throw another one to the next person who goes.
a boost. Yeah, I'll send a boost over to the next person as well. That's 6.
So that's 2 boost. I'll go
Missing,
next.
missing with 7 dice, 4 of which are proficient, and also a boost, is fucking crazy. You did not roll a success on your proficiency die.
You
Yeah,
had
my
the worst
proficiency.
luck on your proficiency today.
My
No point training. That actually fits the Cedric character. It's all about his natural ability.
yeah.
You missed, by the way. You like the golem, in its bleeding out state, sat down and you swung over the top of its head.
Oh, I thought I just stabbed it in the hole and then pulled it back out.
Better. Yeah. You were like, such a good maneuver, and the golem's like, I didn't feel it.
It's critically okay. I'm going to I'm gonna suffer 1 strain
As you do.
to upgrade my check.
Okay. Then you're gonna hit it? The one you're engaged with?
Yes, I'm going to attempt to slash off its cutting arm.
That would be its right arm.
Oh,
So
fail.
you aimed too specifically, so you missed. You would have hit if you just went for central mass.
Damn you, game! I will give myself 1 ranged defense. No, not ranged. Sorry, melee defense. And I will throw a boost to Jackson and a boost to the next person who goes.
Okay, can you hit it next to me? So, this golem, Golem A, stands up from its seated position, raises its sword in the air over Jackson, clearly trembling with the weight of having to bring this sword down and the bleeding out that he is going through. But before the sword can come down, the wounds and strain he takes at the start of his turn finish him off. He drops the sword and falls to the floor dead.
Oh my god, that is awesome. I love it.
I did kill him in 1 shot, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Golem
Fucking
B is
hell.
going to punch you in the face, sorry.
Ow. Oh, wait, remember, I have 1 setback.
1 range defense, yeah. Melee.
Melee, yeah.
Good setback. You pulled
good
your
luck.
weight. Unlike the difficulty die.
He's gonna hit you for 11 damage before soak.
My face explodes.
You're unconscious.
I'm actually only 1 wound above, but yeah, I'm unconscious.
He's gonna spend the maneuver. Actually, no, he's already at short range from you guys. I guess he's gonna disengage from Kasari, and that's.
Go,
Oh, wait, no.
Go ahead and crit.
This is what he should do.
I'll
He's gonna disengage. Oh yeah.
roll crit first. Is that a plus? Well, it'll be a plus 10 for my existing crit. Does he have vicious on his fist or no?
No.
Okay.
Does that happen if he takes you over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll note that down for you.
Wait,
Sorry,
did
that's
you not know
average.
that?
I thought it was only if you crit through advantage.
No, every time someone passes out, they get crit.
No, I know that. I didn't know vicious applied. If that was the attack that put you down.
Oh, actually, probably not. I don't know why I said that. No, I don't think it does. Now that I think about it. Anyway,
He's gonna disengage with Kasari and get behind you two,
okay.
trying to drive you again that way. And that's the end. Of
Behind us. What the fuck?
his... He's very clearly trying to drive you in this direction, not necessarily just kill you.
Yeah, so it's your turn, Jack.
Okay, so I am going to.
Hard act.
I'm going to go into a defensive stance.
Okay.
Which
Nice.
gets me. Yeah, which gets me +1 defense and range and melee.
It also means you get a step back on your attack next turn, I think.
Yeah.
Not if I aim.
True.
I love this visor so much.
So,
guys.
Jackson, do you have any stim packs still?
I don't, but do you?
I do.
I should probably like just take half of yours at some point, or some of yours.
Yeah, probably.
Do you want to ingest
Putty,
me with one?
No, I was thinking about Kasari because she's unconscious.
I'm fine.
I mean, we could do
So-
that, or we could end this guy right now.
Well, I was just about to ask Putty, can I Oh no, but I couldn't.
You're engaged with Jackson right now.
I'm engaged with Jackson. I'm not engaged with Kasari, and it would take. It would take 2 maneuvers to engage with Kasari, and
No,
then
because Jackson is a friendly target. I'm not going to give you a maneuver to disengage from him. So you're a short range.
no. Engage from Kasari, and then get to the golem.
That would be another maneuver. Yeah.
Is that another minute? Yeah, that's.
So if you could engage with Kasari with one maneuver, you could then engage with the golem for a second maneuver after you've done whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But of course, you've got the stim pack, and that's a maneuver.
So
In there somewhere. Your medicine check, if at all successful, will probably get her conscious because she said she was only.
yeah, so I'm gonna use one maneuver to go to Kasari, and I'm going to attempt a medical check.
Isn't that your action?
Is it average or hard if you're over? I think it's hard, right?
Yeah, it's hard. I believe it's hard.
Are you using Destiny?
Yes, I am using Destiny.
So am I.
Oh no. Good luck, Kasari.
1 challenge, 2 purple. Upgrade your check.
Really, good luck, Kasari.
That's not too bad.
It could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been better. Then I'm gonna take 2 strain to Stimpacker.
Sorry, you recover 5 wounds. In the next to me, Charles.
Yep.
Play your turn! Jackson or Kasari.
I'll go. I will take aim at this droid.
Upgrade your check. It is going to be 1 difficulty. How much damage do you do, fine sir?
That will be 10 damage.
This hit seems to be more impactful than the previous hit. Again, it hits the armor. You can tell that it's a very armored, well-armored droid. Or you don't know it's a droid. Actually, did Kasari, you told everyone, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very well-armored droid. It's with an aura that you've never seen before. And it clearly takes the hit, but it's not in any real immediate trouble. Is that your turn?
No. I will take 2 strain to move from it, or move over here towards these guys.
Do you want to engage with them?
Yeah, sure. And then I will use my boost to give an allied character
Next time.
a boost.
The advantage.
Okay, so, and it next to me. Oh, you didn't? Oh no, you removed that. That aim thing is really good. Having
It really
seen
is
that
good.
Having seen that you guys are moving away from this door, the golem is going to stay still and ends his turn.
Sorry.
Kasari.
Now is your chance. Kill it.
Sorry, you are prone. It'll take a maneuver to stand up.
Ugh. Blood pouring from my face, I say. Die! I will suffer 2 strain.
Kill it,
I will,
Kasari!
Shush! I will suffer 2 strain to engage.
Okay.
We believe in you.
Are you attacking it?
I am.
Who knows?
And I will increase the difficulty of my check because of my crit.
So 1 challenge and increase. So
Increase.
Boom.
Boom!
Oh, yeah. So, how much damage?
In fact, I think I rolled that with... What's my fucking lightsaber skill? I rolled that with one less than I was supposed to. Anyway, I do 7
You can
damage.
reroll if you want.
No, I'm gonna I count my blessings. I deal 7 damage.
Deal 7 damage. You connect with the armor and realize that this shot doesn't go through it.
Not enough to even damage it at all?
No.
Fuck.
It has a lot of soak.
Screw this old bitch.
No,
Actually, no, it's a lightsaber. Lightsaber ignores soak. What the fuck does it have?
It doesn't ignore this armor.
I use one of the advantage to throw a boost and the other to heal strain.
And it next room.
So, here's the question: do we go with lots of ability, but it's not going to go through as much, or Jackson, who's going to go through soak?
You go through Jackson.
Jackson doesn't go through soak.
Jackson just
Not
affects
go
it
through
somehow
soak,
better.
or
I
effect.
just got more damage than you did.
yeah.
I don't
So-
think it's just
Because
that.
he
I
has
think it
less
specifically has a type of armor that is better at deflecting lightsabers.
Possibly. All right.
That
So yeah,
was
let's go with me.
that was specifically telegraphed to us earlier. Jackson, you like
Yeah.
Cedric hit.
You try and
and then
shoot
you-
it.
All I
hit.
said is Jackson's shot did more.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's just that I did more damage to it than you did, Kasari.
I wasn't the
Jackson
one who
is rolling
attacked,
with
but-
1 less difficulty die than you guys. 2 less than.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jackson hit it.
All right. Yeah. So I am going to take aim at this beast.
Okay.
And then clearly shoot at it.
You are not engaged, good sir. Go ahead. What's your damage?
Am I still at short range? Yeah.
Yeah. This whole room is short range.
Damage is 9.
Okay, you get through. It clearly affects it. It's about as damaging as the first shot you fired, but it's still looking all right. There's some visible scuffs where it's been hit by you guys, but it's not in serious peril. In the next room.
Okay. I will pass a boost onto the next allied character's check, and I will recover 1 strain.
Excellent.
Kasari, do you want me to try and come up there?
I just
I've
checked the
got a
log.
highlight save.
I just checked the log, and Ben only did a couple more damage than me, so it must be resistant to breach.
Oh,
Yeah.
that you can definitely guess for sure.
Okay. Anyway, I am
So-
going to.
Get.
I'm gonna pull back. There's no reason for me to attack this thing if I can't do damage to it.
You can do damage to it.
You've
I
done
have-
damage to them in
I
the
have
past.
to roll pretty well though, and my
Would you like me to take the turn?
yeah,
Because
definitely,
I'm
sure.
more likely to
Go ahead.
take damage. So I'm
Well,
gonna.
If you're taking a turn and engaging, there's more people towards the door. It's gonna get it. It clearly
Yeah.
get more annoyed if that's the case.
That is also true. Although Kasari's already moved towards it.
Yeah, but
And
if you give Cassandra
one hit.
she said she was gonna pull back.
True. Although Jackson has shot at it, so it might get
You guys
be
shot
annoyed
it
by that.
faster than it didn't do anything because you were far enough away from the door.
Yeah, Kasari, take the turn and move back.
Are you gonna just move there? You can go all the way to the other door if you want.
The other door is where we came from, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna move that far back.
Okay. Golem's not gonna do anything.
Okay then. I am gonna move over to Kasari and Stimpack her again.
It's 4 wounds recovered. Are you giving up your action to do that?
Yep.
Player turn, free for all. Everyone can go. Well,
Jackson.
anyone can go. What are you gonna do, Jackson? Are you shooting at it again?
Not before I aim.
Ah, you're such a brutal person, Jackson. The Jedi have realized that it's not Not inherently a violent droid.
8 damage. And I will pass a boost onto the next allied character and recover a strain.
Okay, this is the weakest shot you've ever fired at it. And you can tell that it's not done much damage. It has done damage, though.
Okay, it's probably pretty low now.
I'm going
'Cause
to. I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to the droid.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm going to. I'm gonna pull off the hood of my robes and hold up my lightsaber and say, "We are Jedi. We are members of the Jedi Order. Please move aside."
It looks you up and down. Make a charm check. It'll be 1 difficulty, but it'll be 2 setback because it will struggle understanding you. And this is your action.
Did you say it was 1 difficulty, 2 setback?
There's 1 difficulty, 2 setback, yeah. It doesn't understand you, clearly. But it does see you two not as a threat now, with that 2 advantage.
Still sees me as a threat?
You just shot at it twice. Isn't it nice for me? Unless you have anything else to do, Marshall? Okay, so the golem at this point realizes that Jackson's not going to back off, and if he just keeps doing nothing, then eventually Jackson's just going to finish him off, and his duty will not be served. So he is going to... Oh, that's the door. The door is not going to move, luckily. The golem is going to move up to Jackson and try and punch him in the face.
Don't you dare, good sir!
Actually, the golem's actually going to try and hit you with a sword.
Don't you do that either, good sir! Although, thank you for not trying to concuss me, and I'm dead.
No, you just
14 damage before soak.
Bleh.
And it's going to be the end of his turn.
Do you die?
he's out. He's over.
Didn't you already have a crit?
He did, so that's 84. He had a crit from this combat encounter.
Wait, I did?
You got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
With a triumph, they crit you.
And 84 is...
I'm winded, so I cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers.
Until the end of the encounter.
Yep.
So I'm gonna call to it and say, please leave him alone. He's just a bit trigger happy.
I think that's negotiation, so that's going to be a negotiation check, 1 difficulty, 2 setback.
To be fair, I'm probably the best charmer in the group based on just skill.
Use it more then.
Yeah, stop shooting at droids.
Yeah!
So it's going to leave Jackson alone for now.
Okay.
I actually can't do anything at the moment. But yeah, he's like, he clearly, he looks at you, looks at him, sees he's unconscious as well, and actually what he's gonna do, if you let him do this on your turn, if you don't want to because it's not his turn, that's fine, but he's gonna kick Jackson's blaster across the room, if that's okay with you, and then leave him alone.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Rude.
Then I'm gonna say to Kasari, we'll stimpack Jackson after this and then go through the door.
You're not sure it's gonna let you do
Yeah,
that.
the golem's still protecting it.
True.
Just prove to them that you're Jedi.
We tried, we failed.
You failed.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna... Can I get over there and stimpack him?
You couldn't stimpack him. Because... Oh, actually, no, that was your action. So yeah, you could definitely engage with Jackson and stimpack him this turn.
I'm just gonna walk over to him and not stimpack him.
Okay, we'll take screen.
because I don't want to take the strain.
Well, you could stim pack him now.
And then I'll take this turn and stim back him.
Okay, Jackson, you recover 4 wounds.
4. Jeez, I've used the most impacts that I've done out of the whole campaign so far.
This isn't even really a hard fight.
Alright, so I don't want to go unconscious again.
Is that your turn, by the way, Cedric? You're engaged with both Jackson and the golem at this point?
Yeah, I'm going to say to the golem, saying, will you let us past? We want to destroy the darkness beyond.
Roll a charm check, and it'll be 1 difficulty, 2 setback, and 2 boost. Because you're clearly appealing to its motivation.
2 difficulty, did you say?
1 difficulty.
1 difficulty, 2 setback, and 2 boost.
Not a good talker, you know? Sounds very cool.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, again, it was because of the setback, so it's like if you had gotten through to it, maybe it would agree with you. But it just doesn't understand what the fuck you're saying.
Nah, even without the setback, he still would have failed.
Okay, can I try talking to this guy?
You can try. What do you want to say? That would be your action if you roll a check.
I probably will. First off, I would like to apologize for shooting at you. That clearly seems to have been misguided. But these two are Jedi. This is a Jedi temple. I believe they have the right to go through and protect this temple if they feel the need to. I understand that's what you're trying to do.
He nods.
And these Jedi just want to help you.
He looks at them. Roll a charm check, 1 difficulty. 2 boost again, and 2 setback. You could have aimed the charm check, but you didn't, so...
Could I really have aimed the charm check?
No, you
couldn't. I was gonna say, that'd be weird.
That would have been amazing.
I aimed the charm at his eyeballs. Ah!
Ah!
I'm charming!
So he puts down his stone sword and bows. It's the end of the combat.
Thank you.
I feel bad now for killing his friend.
I do too!
We should
Marshall, you can recover all your strength.
Is it possible to put his friend back together with enough mechanical know-how?
You really fucked up his friend. 132 crit.
But
yeah. It would be very difficult though. But yeah, you could.
Wait, so
we can bring someone in. We have a nerd on the ship.
What do we roll for after combat and strain thing?
Cool or discipline?
Marshall doesn't roll though because he just heals it all off.
Like a pro. I can tell
he returns, by the way, to his original place.
Is that wounds or strain?
Strain.
I look at the droid and I say, we'll try to get your friend here back together if we can.
He again bows his head.
Okay.
I feel like I should follow you guys into the door, considering I'm not even a Jedi. So.
Okay, let's roll in. Let's roll up there.
Pick up your blaster first.
Yeah, I will move over to my. Can I see my blaster?
Yeah, you pick it up just fine. So you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The golems are multiplying.
You go to the door and the door opens without you having before you get there, and 2 golems walk through, clearly having protected later parts of the temple. And what they do is they walk in and they head to over here and seem to deactivate.
We shall use these golems in our golem army.
Maybe you guys should take them with you. They seem to be pretty strong warriors.
No, I want to use them to protect this temple. I think we should refurbish this temple. We should make it a home base.
I mean, I feel like we should take them with us in our exploration of the rest of this temple.
I don't think we don't have the pro. I mean, none of us have. Who has really strong computers here? Not me.
Nope.
Can I just go over to them and talk to them and see if they'll follow us?
They're deactivated.
Yeah.
How do I activate?
So clearly, we would need the mechanical or computer know-how.
God damn it!
So let's go on.
Okay.
Okay. So as you move through a winding corridor with a bunch of like side rooms, you feel yourself getting closer and closer to this presence. It starts to call towards the Jedi, wanting to be freed, wanting the relief of freedom. And you get to one door that you feel like the presence is beyond. In this room, though, it's a different room to the ones you've seen before. There are a number of kind of pictures in the room, accompanied by text that you cannot read. The pictures all depict a Jedi and a Sith reacting to a central image, and there are 4 of them, I think. Yeah, there are 4 of them. Would you like to know what's on the images?
Yep.
So one of the images. What is it again?
I said that would be cracking.
So the center of one of them features a woman in a funeral veil. The Sith holds the woman's hand, howling to the skies. The
Whoa.
Jedi sits at her side in cross-legged meditation with a wry smile on his face. At the center of another is an old man on a hospital bed, gravely ill. The Sith holds the man's hand, weeping. The Jedi stands at the old man's side, his hands on his chest, radiating healing waves of energy, his eyes closed and his features serene. On another one, the Jedi and Sith are at war with each other, their lightsabers crossed. The Sith's face is a twisted mask of anger. The Jedi is focused, but at peace. And the final one, a mass of children dominate the center of the tapestry. On the Sith side, the children are fighting the Sith, who is shouting at them. And on the Jedi side, the children sit attentively, while the Jedi reads from a book. Behind the Jedi is a blue and green tapestry on a stone wall. These are all littered across the room on the floor, and there seem to be 4 sections on the wall, all in a line on the right-hand side, where they could fit.
Perhaps at some point, the Sith and Jedi tried a co-academy here. I know that sounds weird, but maybe at one point they tried to inhabit the same academy, and these tapestries tell the story of that.
Or it could be trying to
Just
teach
a
the
theory.
differences.
Jedi theory.
Jedi
theory.
Game theory?
No, shut the.
No,
That
it's
is
a Jedi
that
theory.
Is trademarked. Anyway,
Is it really?
I'm sure. Yeah,
Well,
probably.
Or advanced form of
You're
mathematics.
fired.
So I am. Is there anything else in here besides the tapestries?
Like I said, there is a. It's not necessarily a mechanical door. It seems to be. You could like there. In the wall, you can see an indent that is clearly a passage to be opened, but you're not really sure how to. It's pretty empty otherwise. There are a bunch of, like I said, the tapestries come with accompanying text underneath them.
Can we read the text?
Again, it's a language you don't understand, so you can make a hard lore check to try and read it.
I will attempt to do so. I will spend 1 strain to upgrade this check.
You can't.
What is the threat?
Take a strain.
Okay.
Well, the other thing
I think
it
what we
could
learned
be.
today is when we investigate tombs, we should fucking brush up on our lore.
Lore schmore.
Perhaps half of these tapestries had the secrets of the light and the dark side, untold power, infinite possibilities.
The Jedi don't seek power. We seek to protect.
I wasn't
Gazari.
saying that in character.
So just to make it easier, the tapestries I've labeled in the order that I read them to you: hospital, funeral, war, children. And the accompanying text, by the way, I should have made this clear, isn't with the tapestries on the floor. It's on the wall where they seem to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I think what we've got to do to
also
open the
be
door.
it could also be a sort of fable about the beginning of the Jedi and the Sith,
All the differences between the two.
or the differences, but there seems to be a connection between these two.
Yeah. I think we've got to put the tapestries in the right place to open the door.
Cedric, would you like to make a knowledge lore check to see if you can understand the?
Yeah,
the
I'm
rules?
gonna try to.
You're, of course, the much more experienced Jedi here.
With even less lore.
With the advantage, you can make out one word from each of the engravings if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
The word you make out on the first engraving is emotion. The second engraving, knowledge. The third engraving, passion. The fourth engraving, force.
And these engravings, they're separate from the tapestries?
Yeah, the tapestries are on the floor. The engravings are on the wall.
Are there
There are 4 of them
are there places to hang the tapestries?
right next to the engravings.
Could you repeat those words again?
Oh shit. Did you write them down, Cedric? I think I know. which one.
Emotion. I've got emotion, passion, and force. I missed
The second one was knowledge, I think.
Yeah, knowledge.
Emotion, knowledge, passion, force.
So we had the hospital one. We had. I was going over the tapestries.
Yeah.
So we had
Hospital,
one.
funeral, war, children.
Okay,
If you'd
so
like them fully read again, I can.
I think the children is knowledge. I think
Yeah.
the funeral is or the what was the one where someone was crying?
So I'll read the two that I read first because they're kind of similar. So the funeral one is the center features a woman in a funeral veil. The Sith holds the woman's hand, howling to the skies. The Jedi sits at her side in cross-legged meditation with a wry smile on his face. And then the hospital one was at the center is an old man on a hospital bed, gravely ill. The Sith holds the man's hand, weeping. The Jedi stands at the old man's side, his hands on his chest, radiating healing waves of energy, his eyes closed and his features serene.
Okay, so I think emotion. I think the passion will be the war one.
Yeah.
I think emotion is the one where the man is howling into the sky. I don't know. It's either because emotion could also be the one at the hospital bed because he's crying. Emotion can mean a lot of things.
Yeah. I think we've got to focus on the Jedi to actually get the part of it.
Let's start with the
those two are
knowledge
similar.
one. I'm 90% sure knowledge. So I hang
Yeah.
up the knowledge tapestry on the children. Sorry, I hang up the children tapestry on the knowledge stone.
Okay.
What was the other one that we had read?
The third one was the Jedi and Sith are at war with each other, their lightsabers crossed. The Sith's face is a twisted mask of anger. The Jedi is focused, but at peace.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That seems to me like emotion.
No, they all
Either
are very
emotion or
emotional.
passion.
Like, that's the thing. I think passion on that one.
Yeah, I think that's passion.
Okay.
I think the funeral is emotion. That one we
Okay,
just heard was
I'm just
passion.
saying that there's emotion in all of
And
them,
the
so it's
hospital
tough to
is
say. But
force.
yeah, I'll hang up passion on. I'll hang up the war tapestry on the passion.
I'm gonna let you guys roll another lore check to see if you can put anything together from what you've been thinking about so far. Either of you can roll it.
Sorry.
I kill myself.
You take strain and can't really put anything together.
This is so
I think
hard.
I think the sereneness would indicate force.
I think the hospital one is force.
Okay, I think so. The weird thing about I think it might be the funeral is force, and the reason I say that is because the Jedi. Well, the hospital one could also be force because the Jedi is emanating force energy, but in the
Force
other one,
energy.
but in the other one, the Jedi is smiling, which is really creepy, and I think that might have to do with the fact that the person has become one with the Force upon their death, as the Jedi believe.
Which is, but they're both showing emotion in that one. There's nothing really showing emotion in the
In the funeral,
healing one. In the
No,
healing
yeah,
one.
in the healing one, the Sith is crying.
Yeah, so I think that
But
one's.
I'm saying they both have emotion. One in the one the Sith
Yeah.
is crying, in the other he's yelling. Those are both emotions. I mean,
True. But the Jedi is
Well, I mean,
only
yelling is
an
action,
emotion
but, yeah.
in the one with
Could you
that-
Ah.
read the children one for me, buddy? Because I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, certainly. Well, they've already decided that one, but I will read it for you again, just in case they get it wrong. Which is here. They're The massive children dominates the center of the tapestry. On the Sith side, the children are fighting the Sith, who is shouting at them. On the Jedi side, the children sit attentively while the Jedi reads from a book. Behind the Jedi is a blue and green tapestry on a stone wall. That's right, folks. There's a tapestry in a tapestry, just so that you can tapestry while you tapestry, because I hear you like tapestries.
Okay, so what does the tapestry in the tapestry depict?
Can't really make it out.
God damn it.
It's blue and green, though. It's probably just literally a tapestry with a solid blue color, and then halfway through it changes to a solid green color.
Lazy.
Thanks.
I think the thing is the only one.
You guys make a quick like Harry perception check.
Funerals to me emit more emotion than a hospital bed. Roll a quick what?
Hard perception check. I'll let someone else make it if they want.
Cedric, from now on, whenever you do it, make sure you add an extra green, and I'll be boosting you with it.
Well, sometimes it's.
Oh, why don't you re-roll it then? You guys could have helped them.
Okay. This is one of these helping ones. Okay.
Yeah. Because you're all like looking around the room trying to figure out what's going on.
And we figure it out.
It's a very stressful search. You take 3 strain. However, you do find on a small, like a very small table towards the entrance, a journal that you when you first walked in you thought it was probably just rotted, but it is got a few pages that aren't rotted. You can't figure out what's in the journal because of your evident lack of knowledge about the language that's at use here. However, you can notice a name that you recognize. Odin who wrote the modern version of the Jedi Code.
Hey, he was on the inscriptions in the second episode of Mandalorian Wars.
If only we had Etok, because Etok was able to figure those out.
You remember that, buddy?
Shao. Yeah, Shao got some like knowledge from that.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, he wrote the modern version of the Jedi Code.
Is his picture on the wall?
Wait.
You guys probably wouldn't know, but it's not unheard of to think he might be the Jedi in some of this.
I'll show his picture to the audience just in case.
Wait. I think I might have got it. So, what order do the inscriptions are in the order emotion, knowledge, passion, force, right? Oh, that doesn't actually help that much anyway. Then, never mind.
Oh my god, it does.
Because it's in the order of the Jedi Code.
Exactly.
So passion yet serenity. No, the funeral one is passion. Because
I say we just put them up and see if anything happens. If they don't, we switch.
So I think.
No wait. The funeral is force. Because the line is there's no death.
Just put them up.
There
Just
is
put them up.
force.
Just put them up. If something happens, then great. If
there is no emotion. There is peace. So which one is the peaceful one in here?
That.
Would you like me to? Before you put it, would you like me to just read all 4 again?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So, at the center is an old man in a hospital bed, gravely ill. The Sith holds the man's hand, weeping. The Jedi stands at the old man's side, his hands on his chest, radiating healing waves of energy. His eyes closed and his features serene. The next one, the center features a woman in a funeral veil. The Sith holds the woman's hand, howling to the skies. The Jedi sits at her side in cross-legged meditation with a wry smile on his face. Next one, the Jedi and the Sith are at war with each other. Their lightsabers crossed. The Sith's face is a twisted mask of anger. The Jedi is focused but at peace. And the last one, a mass of children dominates the center of the tapestry. On the Sith side, the children are fighting the Sith, who is shouting at them. On the Jedi side, the children sit attentively while the Jedi reads from a book. Behind the Jedi is a blue and green tapestry on a stone wall.
Okay,
Passion,
so
death,
the war one is
emotion, knowledge. Yeah, the war one's emotion.
The children is knowledge.
The first one is passion. The second one is force.
Okay, so in the names that we came up with, funeral, hospital, war, children, which one's first?
Hospital, I believe. Yeah, hospital.
The one that writes emotion.
Yes.
Putting hospital first, okay.
No, wait. No, I think that.
No.
I think
Just do it.
no.
The war one is the emotion one.
Because
the Jedi is
yeah,
at
it's at peace. Yeah.
So you're putting war up first.
War first.
And then you've always said since the start it's children second, right?
Children
second, yes.
for knowledge. Yeah.
And then what's 3 and 4 out of funeral and
Passion is
is funeral.
hospital.
It's the one where his face was serene, which is
No, the face with the serene was the hospital.
Putty,
So
can you
you're
read again?
Yes. So
Yeah.
there is a sentence in hospital called his features serene. Yes.
Okay, then yes. Hospital
you're
is
putting-
serene.
And you're putting
And then the
funeral.
Funeral
Force.
is the force.
I
Okay.
love this.
So as you put them up, the Jedi, you can see 4 circles appear on the indent in the wall, and they are all white.
That
Is that good?
looks good.
Is that bad?
I don't think it's bad.
Let's try opening the door.
Yeah, let's open the door.
You just put your hand on the indent.
Yeah.
You can feel force energy coming from inside the door, and you can sense the mechanisms of the door there for the taking.
Okay, I'm gonna try and open it.
You don't have moved.
None of us have moved. I don't think.
In that case, why don't you roll a discipline check? It's going to be hard, and you can add your force die to it. And both the Jedi can do this.
You said it's a hard discipline check?
Correct.
Nah, I'm not gonna succeed. Unless I tap into the dark side.
Do it.
Sorry, try.
Damn it.
You could tap into the dark side after all.
Never mind. Don't do it.
Wait.
I fucked up. Should I re-roll?
No.
Because it's a triumph, just roll the 3 difficulty.
Okay.
Also, Cedric, it was 3 difficulty, so you would have failed even more.
Oh yeah.
So you succeed 2 threat.
I
do you
will
wanna
use
turn
this-
I will turn the light side. I will turn 2 of the light side points into advantage and 1 of them into success.
Okay, so you succeed 2. And with the triumph, I can say that you... Do you have any ideas for the triumph, actually?
Maybe.
Actually, no, I have an idea.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea. Okay. So you feel in the mechanisms on the far side of this room you're about to enter, there is another hidden door. That's what you feel when you open it using that triumph.
Son
But you
of a-
successfully open the door into a chamber.
A hidden door, you say?
There's a hidden door on the other end of this room, but in the chamber, in the middle of the chamber is a pedestal, and the dark presence is coming from inside that pedestal, but there's a cloth over the top of it.
What the hell is in there? I thought it was gonna be a monster.
Remove the cloth.
I don't know
Do
if
you
we
do
should.
that, Jackson?
Yeah.
No,
As you remove the cloth,
I hold
you
Jackson.
see under it a metallic blue gauntlet, and a current of dark side force energy washes over all 3 of you. Make a discipline check. 1 challenge, 2 difficulty. That includes you, Jackson.
Can we use our force or no?
No. And you can't use Destiny in this one.
Oh. But can I use Destiny?
No.
You just said no, though.
Because I said no.
Yeah, but no explanation, just no.
Oh, fair. That's fair. The reason is a mechanical one, not a storyline one. It's because everyone gets to do it, and like we'd be flipping Destiny left and right.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
All 3 of you get this inherent dark desire to put on that gauntlet, and you have to put on that gauntlet.
Yeah, but okay, here's the problem. Are we gonna strangle each other to put it on? Like,
I
want it!
There is no other motivation in your mind right now than to put on
I put the gauntlet.
I put on the gauntlet.
No,
I
push you to a side. And
I take out my lightsaber.
Cedric,
Shoot Cedric in the face.
Cedric, make a brawl
This
combat
turns
check
into a goddamn massacre.
against both guys. So it's your
Wait.
brawl skill and 2 difficulty. And make 2.
Wait, it's only 2 difficulty?
That's the melee difficulty.
Oh,
check.
he's hitting us in the face?
He's brawling. He's he's pushing you away.
Ow.
What's your brawn again, Cedric? It's 7, right?
7.
So, Kasari take 11 damage before soak.
You critted me. Congratulations.
Jackson take 12 damage before soak.
Wait. You say 11 damage before soak?
Correct.
Nope, I'm still up.
Nice.
Jackson, no.
You push Jackson into the side of the wall. His head bangs against.
Oh,
the side of the wall.
wait. Can I do something real quick?
Yeah, well, tell me what it is first.
Mind bleed!
Okay, first of all,
Oh my god.
pushes against the side of the wall, and Jackson falls unconscious with a nasty stinging headache. Let me just read Mind Bleed. No, I can't. Can I? Can you read it to me, Marshall? So I know exactly
basically
what it is?
it's quite simple. When attacked, the character may choose to suffer strain no greater than the number of wounds suffered from the attack. If he does so, the attacker then suffers a number of wounds equal to strain, not damage, wounds suffered by the character.
Okay. So how many wounds is Cedric gonna take?
He is going to take 6 wounds.
Oh, 6.
Cedric takes 6 wounds. Are you planning to continue this as a combat encounter?
Die!
Well, I've shoved you
Yes,
away now.
No, if you say yes to that, I will let Kasari attack you, and then we'll roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
But if you say no, we'll talk it out, then we won't roll initiative.
What is there to talk out? I want that.
I guess you're right.
Cedric,
So Cedric, roll
I mean, if we aren't magically enchanted right now, I don't want to fight. But if we are,
you are.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, the dark side of the force has influenced you, and is your only goal right now is to put on.
So
the
did you
gauntlet.
say I get a
Clear.
free?
I am so sorry, guys.
Did you say I get a free attack?
You do. Are you hitting him with your lightsaber?
Yes, I want the gauntlet.
Okay. Cedric just punched you. That's all.
I know nothing but power.
To be fair, Cedric's fist is literally as strong as your lightsaber.
his fist literally clocked. He like broke several bones in my face.
Well, Cedric's fists have a base damage of 9 because he has brawn. Not 9, sorry, 7 because he has brawn 7. So
he has a
I
base
think that
damage
is your
higher than my lightsaber.
His base damage is as much as my pistol.
It's actually absurd.
God
You
damn,
should
Cedric.
invest in brawl. You should start brawling with people.
I really should.
The problem is it doesn't got breach and the critical
Well,
rating.
yeah, but if you ever, it's really.
But you could add that to your mechanical arm, could you not?
Jesus Christ, he can use it as a way to take down enemies he doesn't want to kill, which is really useful.
Plus, he didn't even use his force power on that. Could he not use his force power on that?
No. Actually, wait a sec.
I think
It's a brawl with enhanced.
Yeah, I can
You could have used your force power,
to add
which is even more ridiculous.
Success.
Cedric, do you have any melee defense?
I have 1.
It's 2 difficulty and setback.
I'm gonna use a destiny point to increase difficulty.
1 challenge, 1 difficulty, 1 setback. Flip it.
I am going to suffer 1 strain to upgrade my check.
I'm so sorry, guys. I should have never done this.
No, this is amazing.
Is he flipping a light side or a dark side?
A light side point for now.
Okay.
Once we enter combat, I'm going to assign one of you to be an NPC. If we enter combat.
Does that mean you'll control me?
No, you'll control it, but you'll
Okay.
use the NPC to roll initiative, and you'll use NPC.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, boys. This is for all the money.
I feel like he's going down no matter what.
Oh my god!
Holy
that challenge worked out well for you.
5
but 2
XP.
triumphs.
Holy!
I get
fucking
5
shit.
I get 5 XP.
You do.
And you could crit twice
Wow.
Well,
if you even
I'll
need
use
to.
one of the triumph to put up a force field from whatever that despair is gonna do. No, I deal 8 damage.
You break the gauntlet.
So,
also.
No one has the gauntlet yet, so it wouldn't.
can I attempt to parry it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna suffer 3. How much damage are you doing? Again, sorry, Kasari.
8.
8. So I am going to parry. 6. Oh no, I can't parry. Wait. I am going to use that despair, using improved parry, to make 1 hit against you, dealing base damage.
Wait, can you do that if you're going unconscious though?
I'm
You have to resolve the damage before that?
Yeah, I think you do.
I
Well,
think,
actually, let's get out the book. This is an important moment.
I got it.
Yeah.
I've got the book. Are you sure is that where your improved parry comes from? What's the skill tree?
it is
Aggressor?
Shiko Knight.
All I'm
Oh, she
saying
did.
is I think those 2 triumphs should do something.
The parrying it generated blah 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 may hit the blah 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 after original attack resolves.
After
So I'm gonna say this. If you're going unconscious, I'm not gonna let you
Yeah.
use improved parry.
That's fair.
And I think there's no way for you not to go unconscious.
I am going. I will.
You can
Yeah,
use the
I
despair to not take a crit when going unconscious. You wanna do that?
Yeah, we'll do that. So,
Great, okay.
Kasari just
You-
crits him right
Because
now.
yes, Kasari, you can still use your triumph to crit, but going unconscious will not.
Should I crit? What if I cut off his arm?
That's your decision.
His other arm.
Then he has no real arms left.
And remember, actually, only Cedric would know this, so I'm not going to tell you, but there's a little bit of a hidden...
A hidden what?
A hidden thing.
To cut off his other arm. Be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah,
lose this
it would be
horsepower,
very.
probably.
It's very fun.
Wait, it's bad for me or you?
Cedric.
Cedric,
If I cut off your
definitely
other arm?
me.
If you cut off his non-metallic arm, there's a hidden complication that Cedric thinks about that he'd have to deal with after that.
I kind of want to see it. I'm sorry, Cedric. So
So,
What else? I'm trying to think what else what else could I do with the triumph?
With 2 triumph, I would let you. You'd still want to put on the gauntlet.
Yes.
But with 2 triumph, I'd let you bring both of those guys down to 1 below their wound threshold. And get them conscious again, after you've put on the gauntlet.
Oh, after I've
Would it-
attained all unlimited power?
Yeah.
wouldn't we still want to have the gauntlet?
No. Well,
No,
you've been
because we
unconscious,
knock-
your ability has been flooded. You no longer have the desire once you wake up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, cool. Alright, so both of you guys put yourself to 1 below wound threshold. And Kasari, you get Nier's Gauntlet.
oh no, this is
This,
not.
this thing is going to be so powerful, but it's going to be so corruptive.
So I haven't got a handout for this yet because it's supplementary content.
I have to hide
But-
these from my Gollum friends. They don't like that I did this.
You almost murdered us. Well, murdered Cedric.
You made me!
I'm
So it's
sorry!
So it's got a small gem adorned upon it. As you put it on, you feel a sense of justice, a sense of righteousness. That
Yes.
this gauntlet is going to help you deliver to people.
Yes! What is
Whenever
it?
you- Whenever you inflict a critical injury, you roll force die equal to your force rating. For every dark side result rolled, you add +10 to the critical injury
Holy
and
God.
gain 5 conflict.
Oh my god.
And
So
that's like passive, so you can't enable that.
And how does it work? Am I just forced to keep this on now? Like, am I just mentally locked with it? Like, how does
You have a feeling that you would have to have extraordinary discipline to remove the gauntlet.
I could try and lightsaber your hand off
Fuck
if you
no.
really don't want it.
That would work.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You could do that, but I think it would be against, because I think it's what Putty is saying is it's not like Kasari doesn't want it to get off. It's corrupted her.
Not right now, no. She doesn't want to take it off.
Yeah.
Because when you put it on, it doesn't even feel like a dark-sided item anymore. It feels like it is going to help you deliver justice. This is an item of inherent justice.
Yes.
That also comes with inherent cruelty.
What's it called?
Nier's Gauntlet.
Spell that.
N-E-R apostrophe S. Gauntlet.
This would be perfect for Ita.
This would
So
be.
it's 1 encumbrance and doesn't give you any effects other than the critical injury thing.
This is sort of perfect for me, but oh well.
It's perfect for everybody. It'd be perfect for Merkava.
Well,
So-
considering it's a really weird thing, but yeah.
This is important. So there's a little bit more content to do today. Would anybody be okay with staying another half an hour?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No problem.
Marshall?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. So Marshall, so everyone's awake. What do you say to each other? And I'm quickly gonna grab a drink, so don't do anything GM required. It'll be like 3 seconds.
What the fuck happened?
I'm assuming because we've been knocked unconscious and come back from consciousness that this aura's gone away. So I'm gonna say,
He already said that we don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you don't want it. You don't have this inherent dark side desire to acquire it. You might want it. Your character might desire it for some reason.
Yeah.
Kasari.
What the hell happened?
I say, oh,
That doesn't look good.
it was simply a disagreement. We're all fine now. I say.
I look over at you
Okay.
and say, disagreements between the Jedi usually don't get their lightsabers drawn. And that gauntlet probably should be destroyed.
Wait, what was the thing you said before destroying the gauntlet?
Jedi arguments don't usually end up with people going unconscious.
Well, you attacked
Charles,
me.
you trained with a woman who challenged one of her mentors to a duel on day 2.
Yeah, that was a thing that did happen. But also, I say, well, you attacked me. What was I supposed to do? Not defend myself? Look at my face. You fucked it up.
I
Oh my
pushed
God.
you.
Oh, Cedric, you can see stone like residue on her face from where she got punched by the golem earlier.
That's the golem.
He
Not me.
definitely fucked me up though. I
Oh,
took
yeah, no, he
so
fucked you
much
up.
damage. Like,
You've got 2 black eyes.
yeah. Look at my eyes.
As I say, the stone golem. We need to destroy that.
This isn't the stone golem. It's my friend. I call it Fisty.
What the fuck?
I start to rub the fist.
Can I? That looks cool. Where'd you get it?
I said him. I said, "What are you blind? I took it off that pedestal that you uncovered. Remember?"
So Marshall, you still remember there's a hidden door
No.
at the end of the chamber.
Oh, I say. Oh, by the way, there's a hidden door at the end of this chamber. You should probably check that out.
Oh, let's go through that door.
Hmm.
Do it. We shall obtain unlimited power. I say. Actually,
We
Putty,
we
Putty,
are
how do-
also
Putty, what is my like? Do I feel different in a lot of different ways? Like, has this completely changed my personality, or how does that work?
No, not really. Like I said, you were overcome with a desire, a dark desire to acquire it. But as soon as you put it on, all you feel is a sense of justice.
Yeah, I say, well, let's serve out some justice today, good gentlemen.
You think the gauntlet will help you deliver justice?
against who?
Justice needs to be delivered
Against who?
against those that are against the Jedi and break our laws.
Against
We
the
have-
Republic, you mean?
What? No, the
Because the
Republic do not break
Jedi-
our laws.
No, against the Republic laws. because the Jedi do not enforce laws.
We do have a code, and I plan to enforce it, good sir.
So
For those of our
your current motivation is justice.
Do you not
justice
also
to
want
Republican
justice?
laws.
Do you
want
not
law-
also want it? Ice cream.
Yes, but in the
It's
way
the
that you are speaking, justice, that is not justice.
What is
That is-
justice?
Justice is defined by the rules of the Republic.
It's actually really funny because like I've literally the last thing I did was write a 5-page paper over 200 pages of Plato talking about the definition of justice. Anyway, I say good sir. I think I know more now than ever. I see so clearly what justice is. Putty, what is justice?
For you,
I'm saying, what does the gauntlet say justice is?
Yeah, it's punishing wrongdoing, and I think you'd have to spend more time traveling with it to get the intricate details.
I mean, we just need to punish wrongdoers. What else is justice?
To bring those wrongdoers to the correct side.
Okay, by punishing them. Duh.
Punishment doesn't always
So you would
make
you
people
would you
feel
would let
the right
filthy
way.
criminals run free like rats?
Alright, shut up, guys! You're gonna end up killing each other! I know how this happened!
I'm so
I've seen it before! Let's just move on with our lives. She has a gauntlet now. Suck it up. She likes justice. Let's go.
Jackson, make a hard leadership check.
She likes justice.
And I'm gonna adhering to your motivation today, because this isn't an attempt to keep your friends safe.
So
Before everything went to shit.
I'm gonna use a destiny point.
Also, Kasari, I'm gonna give it to you for the recklessness that you have very clearly shown. So neither of you really, you don't really hear Jackson. He's just babbling along in the background.
I'm literally standing between them.
Yeah, but they're not really looking at you. They're looking past you.
I gently move him aside.
And because you're like super strong, you
Yeah.
end up pushing me to short range.
No.
I take 2 wounds. take 2 wounds.
Wait, what just happened?
Unconscious.
I'm gently moving Jackson aside.
To short range.
Let's go inside the secret tunnel.
You're gonna go inside the secret. Cedric, are you gonna join them in the secret tunnel?
I will, but I'm keeping my eye on Kasari.
As we're going through, I sing the secret tunnel song.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Serve justice to
Through the
interlopers.
mountains.
Secret
What the
tunnel.
So the next the secret door, now that you know where it is, Marshall, is very easy to see.
Oh, yeah.
So you just, and it's it's not that. Once you've found it, it's very easy to access. It's very simple mechanism.
Watch this bitch come out the room with the chairs. No.
Lovers.
So you get into it pretty much.
forbidden from one another.
The next room is a vault almost identical to the previous one. In the middle lays a pedestal with a cloth over the top.
I take off the cloth.
Oh my god!
Underneath the cloth is what appears to be an ancient Jedi hilt, lightsaber hilt, but covered
I
in
grab the
dust.
hilt.
Okay, do you try
Jackson,
to-
give
do you
it
try-
here.
do you polish it? Do you get the dust off?
Yeah.
Okay, underneath all the dust is a finely crafted, exquisite wooden lightsaber hilt.
I take that as well.
Jackson.
Can you,
I want a lightsaber.
can you even use a hilt?
It doesn't. It just says a hilt. Doesn't mean there's a crystal in it.
But I have
I
this
know
other
that.
crystal called the Accolade of Haste.
There is a crystal in it, and here is the saber.
Oh, there is a crystal. Holy shit!
Oh.
I want it. Give it to me.
Give me the
I
gauntlet!
will use it to deal out justice.
This does not have a dark presence, and nor does it tempt anyone to use it.
I take it.
Okay.
Wait.
Are you trying to stealthily take it, or?
No, I'm just
Actually,
like.
I shouldn't
take
take
it.
that because I can't use a reflector parry. So someone who has reflector
See,
parry would make best use of it.
I have parry.
I would say,
So
yeah, I would say you should take it. But if you take this, that means I get the crystal we found last time.
But it's my crystal. I found it.
What are you gonna do with the crystal, man? You're not a Jedi.
Actually, didn't I get it for winning the race?
I did get Rose.
Okay, are you seriously just gonna hoard it?
I mean, it's worth a lot of money, and
It is worth a good chunk of money.
Okay, if you want to do that, like fuck you.
I have debts to pay, man. I have debts to pay. That's why I wanted the. That's why I wanted the gauntlet.
Oh,
I mean,
that makes sense. No, it probably did look at your like inner desires, Cedric. It was, to be strong like your sister. For you, Jackson, it was all about paying off your debts, and for Kasari, it was about delivering justice and growing as a Jedi.
Justice.
And
To be fair, it's
Jedi
probably
that can protect people.
it's probably also telling me to deliver justice as well.
With Kasari,
Well,
it's
then
all
how
about
are you having so much trouble understanding
unsure.
justice?
She's unsure about herself as a Jedi still. She needs to grow
True.
into the justice delivering paladin she needs to
I
be.
mean, the only way I can grow as a Jedi is to deliver justice.
So, are you actually going to pocket the lightsaber? Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say to him that should be kept in the hands of Jedi.
Yes. It
You
should
already
serve-
have enough
It
lightsabers.
should serve justice. Well,
I found it.
We don't
There's
take
a-
blasters and shit like that from you. Like,
There is a ladder in the corner of the room that leads up.
and also, how can you say you found it? We were all here. All you did was move a cloth.
And remember what happened the last time that happened?
What happened? Did
I-
something
I
bad
broke-
happen? I start pawing the fist.
I don't remember what happened.
I love this. Okay, anyway, when did you say there's another?
There's a ladder in the corner of the room that seems to lead a very long way up.
Okay, I'll take the ladder.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
I'll sell it. I'll sell it to you, Cedric.
No, you are
He
not.
doesn't have to buy it from you.
I extend my hand and say, give it over. It needs to be given to the Jedi, put into special keeping in a Jedi temple somewhere.
I ignore their argument as I am quick.
I
I'm
believe
enthusiastic
I'm
about
quite-
serving more justice up
I'm
top.
quite able.
Charles, make
Capable.
a negotiation check against 3 difficulty. No, this won't bind you, Ben. Charles is not very persuasive in his arguments. You think that, this is a temple long forsaken by the Jedi, and if they really wanted it, they would have got it by now.
These people wanted it. This temple has been here for how long? If they wanted it, they would have taken it by now. It's been left here. It's been discarded. I'm keeping it.
Kasari, as you get to the top, the warmth hits you, and you realize that you are basically behind the ruins.
I say, justice.
It's a good day for justice.
I say to Jackson, well, I will let you have it as long as you don't sell it.
I'll sell it to you.
No, I'm not going to buy something off the Jedi to you. This is belonging to the Jedi still. And when this temple comes back up, I intend it to be in here. I will let you have it as long
with justice.
as long as you don't sell the hilt to anybody or show it unnecessarily.
Sure. As I whip it out and I ignite it, what color is the blade?
I'll ignite it.
I can't.
Like, it's white with a blue hue.
Okay, this actually is awesome.
And I say to him, put it down.
Very similar to the first I'm imagining the color of the lightsaber that Luke uses in the very first movie.
Well, the crystal is a pawnite crystal. I think it's the same crystal.
Oh, cool.
So would that mean Anakin's lightsaber is a pawnite crystal?
No, it was a different lightsaber.
Wait, was
No, it was the same lightsaber.
Luke was given Anakin's lightsaber by Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, I guess he was.
So the same one, Ray.
Why are we arguing about
now?
So anyway, what are we doing? We smoking weed? I'm outside.
Well, you're outside. Those two are still inside.
Is there another door?
You hear coming from outside the songs of justice.
Is there another
Secret justice.
Buddy, can I?
Justice is not secret; it is public. I display it to all.
Jackson, what did you want to do?
I wanted to do a perception check to see if I can find any other doors.
Doors? Okay, make a simple perception check. You thoroughly searched the last vault and realized that it was supposed to be probably the most secure place, but the alternative exit was there just in case anything went wrong in the ruins and they needed to get out quickly. You notice that the mechanisms of at the top of the ladder mean that once you leave through the ladder, you can't go in the same way. So you're going to have to go back around and jump down the short-range drop again.
I think we're fine with leaving.
Oh, yeah, let's leave.
Okay, you both leave up, and then the mechanism shuts behind you. You can't get back that way. All three of you are outside, looking at the plains of Antar with a much better view as to what justice is. And that'll be the end of today's session. We'll pick it up next.
Justice!
Yes, justice has been served.
Okay, I have to admit, my recklessness of just going in and pulling off this curtain was awesome.
So do you guys, I assume, do you plan on staying on Antar next week? There's still content to do?
Yes,
okay.
I believe we are.
I mean, I'm sure there's justice to be served here.
So before Marshall ends the episode, I just want to give a shout out to the Nexuses of Power book, which a lot of the content came from today, specifically the modular encounter Vault of Justice, which was the basis of today's dungeon.
Oh my god. How much justice did we get? I will say goodbye this time since I am going to write the description. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Dunes of Utapau episode 5. If you want to catch next episode when we find out what Kasari's doing with her fist, if Cedric will in fact if Cedric will in fact kill Jackson to reclaim the artifacts of the Jedi which he pilfered from the tomb, will Jackson take the crystal and the lightsaber and sell them to pay off his debts? Will Merkava get better? We'll find out next time. See you then.